All right, we're back. Week 17 of Legends of Mir. Last
Holy
we
shit.
left off, you guys had rested, had a good night's sleep, hearty meal with the Goliath tribe, and entered the caves of Cord. Um, Funny thing being that while it is a sanctified and a holy place for Cord, it's also defiled by the blood of Orcus from the battle that took place there. So while you might have had a challenge accord upon entering, it could have been subject to alteration or defilement or a little bit of extra chaos to it. And you all made it through, either with your own little games or fighting each other and kind of having a fiddle off. But while that took some time, you guys came out and you met a peculiar fellow, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, a little dwarf guy.
Yeah, a little dwarf guy. You remember his name? I do. I'll say it if you don't. But
I do not.
it was Dink Cordson.
Definitely not.
He seemed to be a very brotastic dwarf that had some type of connection to Cord themselves, perhaps a little bit of celestial blood in him. He actually registered as celestial while you were down here. By your strange, your paladin with their strange detector sense. But yeah, was told to delay you was the best that he could put it. That Cord sent agents to tell him to delay you, and you explained how that's probably a bad idea, and he just said, well, just be careful. Get out of my basement. And it's kind of where we left off, I do believe. Nothing of any other significant note happened at all. No
Nothing at all.
revelations made at all.
Nothing happened in the slightest.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, same old.
For some reason, V kept declaring Dahl was just super hot.
Yep, Dal is just the
No
most
idea.
attractive.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what you're talking about.
All right. Well, I mean, if you're all set and ready, we can kind of take it from there. All jokes aside, you did learn that there was a identity crisis with Dahl, and their true form is different than what they wear as a mask. And whether that is something that the party can get behind or is too much to handle is a pressing matter for another time, as you are still trying to save a nobleman and potentially stop a demon summoning. So I think we've idly chit-chatted long enough, and can get back to it.
Johnny, your dinner's on the kitchen counter, by the way, if you're hungry.
Something about these caves also, you still hear the wind from outside kind of going through the canyon and coming in through where, like, you don't necessarily see light for where the main passage is. It's kind of every direction has gusts of wind coming from it. And if you had to put your finger on it, in fact, if anybody wants to give me a nature check, please do. I'll give you a little bit more details about your surroundings.
Do.
Skills.
I gotta find my sheet.
Because no one has opened it yet.
That was my secret, super smart way of making sure people start opening their sheets before it's
Oh, son of a... It's 15.
critically bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you all got above a 10. So you recall during the wild hunt, you were in some caverns that look similar composition-wise and were classified as being in the Underdark. And this seems to be, well, perhaps not exactly the Underdark. Very gives off very much the same vibe. You see some glowing mushrooms, some stalactites and stalagmites. The rock has taken on more of a purplish hue as opposed to the outer reds that you were seeing in the Red Rock Canyon. But yeah, it could just as easily be a entrance to the Underdark, but you already also know that there was some kind of shifting material shifting taking place, as when you all entered at the same time in the same place, you definitely all came from different directions as you rejoined each other after your initial entry challenge.
So which direction? So I think you said we need to go north, but
For the sake of
which?
oh, are you're in character? I'm sorry. Or were you
Yeah,
asking
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Okay.
No, no,
Then
no.
I, okay.
But I don't know which of these two tunnels, and I'll point between the two ones that are going up, like up and off. I don't know which one we should take. So does anybody have a choice? I think we were taking the left one. Okay, we're
Be
following V.
be mindful of how fast you're going. You can make it to an intersection, but
Okay.
if you're not staying with the group, you gotta exert that before you leave
Use
the
your
group.
arrows to move.
All right. Sorry, I was just kind of wandering around. I didn't wasn't aware you had other stuff planned too. So I will look down this way.
Is your dark vision not up, Kip? Or is your token? Oh, gotcha. Oh, you're okay. Let me adjust his sight then.
Oh. I can see clearly now.
Do you want to take a look down there, and I'll take a look up here? V.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, that's nothing over here, lady.
Before you go in real quick at that intersection, you guys can give me like what's the
Perception?
modus operandi? Like I kind of want a description of how you're going about walking. I don't want to assume you're nonchalantly just going through because you all could kind of relatively see well, but is there any method to the madness of you guys moving about?
So I think I'm looking for either new tracks that don't match us, or listening for like sounds, like listening for like people talking.
So you're active listening. Okay. Which one are you focusing on more? I know you can hear and you can look at the same time, but your brain's kind of going to key in on one or the other. So if you're looking for footsteps, you can give me a survival for tracking.
Okay.
If you're more focused on the sounds, you can give me a perception.
They're the same.
Hey,
Uh,
look, I'm not.
We'll go with tracking just because I feel like Gail would think that sounds echo too much in caves,
Okay,
so it'd
and
be unreliable.
that also just means I'm going on your passive perception then. So.
Ooh.
Well, I like trip and fall flat on my face.
No, it's survival. So you do find a pair of tracks, very much. They're going this direction, you believe, but the way the imprints are, it's hard to tell how many. But there's at least one set. And then
I'll point them out to everybody else.
Okay. And then Kip, are you specifically keying in on sounds, sights? What's your perception angled for?
At this point, sound. I feel like Kip feels as partially underdark blooded. Sound would be deceptive in the cave, so he's gonna probably rely on sight and scent.
Scent and sight. Gotcha. Okay. Um, with a 26, there's every so often warm baked bread, or like every so often there's a gust of wind coming from the south of warm baked bread or something. You're trying to put your finger on it, and at about this time, like
Eggs, eggs and bakey.
not even eggs and bakey. You keep thinking bread, but then you realized, oh wait, alcohol,
Mold.
yeast,
Yeah.
hops. It's probably brewing. Something's brewing, not from directly south, but back when you first joined as a group and had a conversation with Dink. You're getting that. As far as sights, as V's going through, I need also V to tell me what they're doing, and then I'll.
Yep. So the main thing I was doing is just pretty much following one of the walls. So
Okay.
she's following pretty much the left wall, seeing what each turn takes. But she'd be aware that we're in a cave. Sound echoes. We've got mushrooms that glow that can, alter our perception of, hey, is that light down that tunnel? Is that a way out? She would be focused more on the fact that with the breeze, with the little bit of air that's moving around, you're going to smell fresh air, or air that isn't stale and stagnant, as would be in some type of, closed cave-like space. So she would be pretty much focusing on that. If we were smelling the baked bread and everything like that, she would be heading towards the way that doesn't smell as, yeasty and hey,
Okay.
there's something going on down that way.
Gotcha. All right. So as you're coming through here, you can give me a perception or investigation if you want. Your choice. Because you're actively trying
Have
to. All right. So you're coming through. You're following the wall. Just looking at it, you're really starting to wonder what is causing this cavern. Is like, it doesn't look like it's man-made. It doesn't look like it's been tunneled out. You're not even sure that it's water erosions, but you're definitely getting the sense that the caves have an unnatural carving cut to them that you're not familiar with. And Kip, that was the same thing. Yeah, you both were high enough perception, so you're kind of looking at it. You can rack your brain, but for the most part, there's not a natural cause that you can kind of put your thumb on for why the caves are carved. Because they're smooth, but not like how a old water duct, a viaduct, or whatever would cut through them over time. And it's also not smooth enough like polished stone, like somebody was digging through and smoothed it out.
Does it appear like it could be organic, like caused by a tunneling creature?
No, and that'd probably be your like third guess. The variations of it are not uniform enough to suggest that.
Right, so it's not a graboid. Gotcha.
How about magic?
Yeah.
Mara, give me an Arcana check.
Can I assist Mara and briefly touch her shoulder quickly before?
I mean, yeah,
Since
this is kind of like you're thinking about it, so yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Mara, go ahead and add a D4.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I'll roll again. Just ignore that one.
Right. No, I gave you advantage, so that's good.
Yeah, you
Just
already
add,
rolled
Oh,
advantage.
okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, add D4. Fuck
Okay.
yeah, break the 30s. Do it.
Oh.
28.
Eh.
Yeah, there's spells that can do this, and in fact, the closest thing you can think of is some highly corrosive acids might make this kind of, if it came in waves or if there was a lot of it, or like some kind of like if you think about it, well, there was a divine fight, so maybe not celestial blood, but maybe if Orcus had a bunch of blood that colored the canyon red, there's who knows if that what effects that might have on the stone down here. But that best running guess is that very much could be some kind of magical effect, or if it was water or some type of liquid, there was something additive to it that made it do this. So yeah.
I'll just relay that information.
It might not matter. I'm focusing on a whole lot, but I mean, it's just something that you might notice. But you guys can continue. I was also trying to just get a gauge for how invested you are with your surroundings. So sorry if it seems like a non sequitur. But V, you were traveling down?
Yes, and she would pretty much get here and see that it's a closed room and just turn back around.
Out of the peripheral vision, you see a familiar face, kind of almost like you weren't looking, you had looked dead on the spot that they appear from, but it wasn't until it was in your peripheral vision that you actually noticed that Dink kind of walking out of the stone. Oh, you still here? It's been like 5 months. Why would you still be down here?
What?
Excuse me?
We've been down here 5 minutes at best.
Oh, well, minutes, months, they both start with the same rune. I mean, I am fairly certain it has been 5 months. There was snow on my my stable, and now there is no snow. Are you lost?
We've barely moved.
Nick?
Yes.
I'm gonna boot myself and roll an intuition. If
Yeah,
that's
an
okay.
Yeah, an
Insight. And see if I can determine if that's the same dude. Kip's in full German Shepherd paranoia at this point.
Right. So you're casting guidance on yourself?
No, I better not, because that would be pretty evident.
Yeah, it's a vocal. I mean, there's a verbal component and somatic, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll
You're also
straight.
not in line of sight of him, so I mean, I'm not saying that to dissuade you.
Nah,
But
he's too paranoid to risk it at this point.
understood. Okay.
Turn off advantage. Okay. 25.
I mean, there is something odd about his cadence. You can either like prior insights, you knew that he was not nearly as drunk as he was acting.
Mm-hmm.
He does now seem actually inebriated. It's not a falsity. There doesn't seem to be any guise or mask or anything up. Specifically, you're wondering if he's the same person. His mannerisms are different than who you talked to 5 minutes ago, but visually and like the accent's the same. The body language is a little off, but again, if he is actually inebriated, all of that could be accounted for. With a 25, you're fairly certain that it's at least the same on face value. I don't want to, it's not some magical thing that'll let you know for sure, oh, this is totally an imposter, but there's differences that can be accounted for. So he's slurring his words a little bit more, but he does actually seem inebriated this case instead of the overt acting that was being done before.
I'm gonna look at Gale.
Yeah.
And then look at him.
I'll cast Divine Sense.
And the range on that is 60 or 30 feet.
I mean, I'll come
60.
down towards where everybody else is too, but I think it's.
I think it's
I have to
60.
double check. 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah. You're still picking up trace of celestial. You're still also picking up the consecrated and desecrated nature of the area, but
But she's not picking up the neck hugger that she picked up out in the camp.
no.
Mm-mm.
Um,
I'm also not picking up anything like specifically demonic yet.
No.
Like
I'm
it's just
gonna-
like atmospheric.
Correct.
I'm gonna give Dal. I'm gonna give Dal the look and then look very pointedly at him, because we don't have mind link up. Trying to non-verbally convey a sense that something is not right.
Well, I think we all know something's not right.
Well, I think we figured that out by now.
Specifically, I'm trying to convey the essence of what I've determined through that insight roll, that he is acting extremely different than he was 5 minutes before. But I am trying to do so non-verbally, so it probably just looks like I'm eyeballing the fuck out of this guy.
Specifically, I'm going.
Hey, okay,
You
real
have
quick.
to use the restroom.
Give me a performance check, and everybody give me an insight check. Except for Kip. Kip, give me performance. Everybody else, insight.
We're pretty insightful. Oh,
Definitely eye banging that dwarf.
All right, yeah, he's eye banging that dwarf. Maybe he has to go potty. He's doing like kind of a little jig. For the most part, Mara, V, and Dal, like Kip's being a little.
Kip's
he's
being Kip.
He's being paranoid, but you think he's being paranoid about Dink, and he has come to the conclusion that something's off.
I'm going to do an insight check to see if he's lying about the passage of time.
Do it at disadvantage because you've waited quite a while and there's been going on, so this is also based on like flash memory.
What was I doing? Insight, right?
Yeah, insight. 19.
It's not bad. For
Well,
disadvantage.
he is. You can determine that he is not trying to be deceitful. Whether or not 5 months has gone by is irrelevant to the reality of the situation. So as far as he is concerned, it very well could have been 5 months. Nothing physically that you have observed would suggest that, though. He's not.
also an
He's
immortal,
not
and
trying
he
to
has a-
lie.
Immortals have a shitty sense of time.
Kipple murmur in Elvish that it's entirely possible that that much time has passed in his pocket domain.
It's true. The passage of time does work separately on different planes. He could
We
also
shouldn't
just.
let this hold us up, though.
Yeah, this could also just be another way to delay us. And with that, Dal's gonna look at Mara and just kind of make a motion, like he's pulling off a ring.
yeah. Perhaps she'll pull off a ring from her finger and put it in her pocket.
All right,
Duly
let's
noted.
go ahead and set up 2 mind links here. The first one with Gale V and Mara for 3 hours, and the last one will be with Kip for 8 hours.
Fine, I didn't want to be in your brain for that long, anyways.
Is this a song that doesn't end?
That's why.
All right, let me go ahead and record my usages of psi abilities. And then bonus action, do that. Cool.
Kip's gonna back up and just glance down both hallways real quick. Make sure they're not being flanked.
So a little bit of time's gone by. I've kind of let you sort stuff out, but Dink's kind of looking at you, like expecting, like, aren't you shocked? It's been 5 months. How? What have you? Oh, was there 6 of you before? Did you eat one of your comrades?
Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah.
We must be going.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful where you go, because where you go is where you've been. Mm-hmm.
Fucking dwarves.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on the wall here. I just want a little mark.
Good call.
Oh, so we know that we've already been this way?
Yeah, or maybe 5 months have passed. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good idea.
Uh,
While you're out, if you're continuing on your quest, please look for Divot. If you find him, just hold on to him for me.
What's a divot?
Who's? Well, I guess it could be.
Who's a divot? What's a divot? What?
My pet frog.
It's going to be giant, isn't it?
He kind of smirks as he turns around and walks back into the wall, disappearing as if there's a door there that you just can't see.
Even with the special robe?
Yes.
I
Arcana? Did that look like a dimension door?
You can give me an Arcana check, sure. You don't have that spell, so you'll have to make a roll for it.
Nope, but it is on my spell list.
But you aren't capable of casting it yet.
No, I know it exists.
True, but again, just because it's on the spell list doesn't innately give you any insight until you reach that level.
I'll give myself a boop. 16.
Probably not Dimension Door. Something that did alter the plane that you're on. It seemed more almost it was like if you combined Dimension Door and maybe like Shape Stone
Shift.
or something.
Arcade.
It's some kind of teleportation, but it very much was interacting with the stone because you did notice the stone kind of move or give way for him to walk through.
He's like, why teleport when I could look like Homer fading backwards into the hedge instead?
I wonder if I think I know what it is. Okay.
Alright, so let's move forward. Mara,
Yes.
is your armor still up?
Hmm.
could be. It lasts for 8 hours, and she casted it not but an hour ago.
Aye, but if that's making the assumption that time is localized around us.
That's true. Nick, does it feel like my armor is up?
Yeah. It has. You got, like you said, it was 5 minutes when you talked to him. As far as you're concerned, none of your spells have gone away.
Okay.
That's good.
Still there.
That's comforting. Alright, so let's continue forward. I don't like this.
No.
It's not very comforting.
I'll bring up the rear. Or Gale will bring up the rear, I suppose.
I'm coming. We shouldn't split off too much.
Give me a dex save, V.
Dex save.
Yeah.
What the
Uh-oh.
shit?
Looking for a 15 or above. All right. You can make the choice now. You can either continue on that way, or you can hop back to your party.
Well, I mean, they're all heading up that way, but I was at least going to investigate it a little bit.
So what you doing? Snap, quick.
I'll head back.
Okay. Real quick, then you will need to give me you as you jump back, you get the sense that there is some vibration and movement within the tunnel, within the passage that you're going. And you had enough time, if you wanted to dive forward, you could, but in going back, you make it before the wall kind of slams shut in your place, and so you will take half that damage. So 7 points of, or 6 points of damage, piercing, as the cave almost acts like a mouth closing. And then as to go 5 more feet towards Kip.
No.
Because right there, and I'll draw it on there. Basically, the equivalent of like a shut mouth of rock that then slowly begins to open again. And it was just with a kind of some rumbling pebbles shifting, and then it just snaps shut like kind of a crocodile's mouth, like out of stone. You jump back, it shuts completely and kind of tags you a little bit, and then slowly opens back up and seemingly goes back into being ceiling and floor.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stab it.
The rock?
I'm just gonna take my rapier and I'm just gonna poke it, like just jab at the ground and be like, "Fuck you."
Give me another deck save.
Yeah.
This time, as you poke it, it lurches a little bit forward, and you take 11 points of piercing damage as it catches your hand. Give me a strength check. Or, well, give me a... So it's clumped down on your hand, so you're restrained right now. You can now give me a athletics or a acrobatics check to break free of this grapple.
All right.
And I will allow anybody else that wants to, that you've seen. So I'll say everyone and heard the sounding of what you would think maybe is a cavern collapse for a second, and then you could turn around, you all see it opening up. Kip, you specifically saw it close down at V. V kind of jumped through it the last second and then go to stab it, and it's now clomped down on V's hand. And in this instant, so just so you're fully aware, V's hand is in this creature's closed shut mouth. So you're going to be trying to pull them back?
I'm gonna motion Gale away, grasp V by the shoulder, and thunderstep back down the hallway.
Yeah.
All right.
What's happening?
Before I go, I'll say over the link, plug your ears.
All right.
Actually, I need to second guess myself here because I might cause a collapse. Because thunderstep, I don't know. It's something I would pull as a DM.
V, is it doing anything?
So I'm giving everyone a not conversation time. This is a split second where it crunched down, V jumped back, and then went to stab it. It crunched down again after V stabbed at it. V didn't pull their arm away fast enough, so it's clamped down on their hand. They've made an acrobatics check to try to wiggle free from it. So I'm giving pretty much one person a chance to act before I do the next thing.
I'll grab V and Thunderstep. It allows me to carry another person with me.
Okay.
Also, should there be anything there, would you like me to roll damage?
You can, yes, roll damage.
Okay, it's a DC 16 save.
Okay.
And I have to cast it at level 3.
Yep. Okay. So what happens at pretty much the same time? You grab onto V and you go to Thunderstep and you see this it's very odd because you don't really see the creature. You see this, it's stalactites and stalagmites basically for teeth closing down. It looks like a rock wall. And it starts to rotate, similar to how a death roll would occur. But again, you're not seeing the animal. You're just seeing the closed, basically, tunnel chomping down on V. You port yourself and V away, so go ahead and move to where you move.
I would have positioned so that Dakota wasn't in the AoE. It's only a 10-foot radius. So
Okay.
I would have on here. If V was
Give me
in that location.
then you're gonna need to give me a dexterity save to see if you're fast enough, because that would have required you to move.
Wait, it's from my location, so is she 10 now if I stayed where I was?
No,
Oh,
you weren't there.
was
You were right next. You were up one.
Oh, was I up one?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll a dex save.
So if you're roll me a dex save. You need to get 15 or above. Okay.
That's a natural one.
All right. So what's gonna happen? Order of events. Nothing happens to you, but we'll say V, you are going to take half of this damage because mid-roll you're going to get ported out because it's taking Kip a second to position themselves to step away from Gale, and the roll is already starting. So half of this damage. So you'll take 10 points more damage as it feels like your arm is about to get torn off, and just before it pops, Kip pulls you away. Kip made the decision to take the dex save to move, to symbolize moving, so
you wouldn't take the damage.
So you don't take any damage, and
if whatever this is hittable and it doesn't make the save, it's 22 thunder.
Okay.
Sure.
So
I just wasn't sure if he got it off because he failed it.
He failed it, and he failed it. Remember, saves don't crit fail or anything like that. So it's just he wasn't fast enough. So the intent was always going to be that if he didn't make it, that she was taking half damage as they move out, because it's an instantaneous thing. If you were struggling to pull, then V would still be there and take full damage. So
no, that's legit. I just wanted to make sure it was on.
Yeah. No worries.
It was helpful. Sure.
So go ahead and position to where you would be jumping to. All right, and then V, go right next, same position, right next to Kip. All right, you've already taken the damage, and at this time, you see that the rock formation kind of is swirling and turning, and then that becomes just a solid wall as the thunder damage seems to just absolutely... Any motion that the rocks have is now stilled, and this whole pathway is just a continuous wall at this point. And in fact, I'm drawing it, but I should also add it to the light layer. So okay. And
Sounds painful.
All right, carry on.
What was that?
You can give me a nature check if you wish to.
It's a mimic.
What I would assume is the same type of portal that he used to move around. I just chose to go back instead of go through.
God, these rolls.
Mara and Dahl. Yeah,
That's-
you kind of muttered it. Like a cave mimic, you think that passageway is actually a cave mimic, or the equivalent of what one might be. It doesn't really move, but that path was not
Correct
actually
path.
a correct path. You would be walking into the equivalent of a stomach of a mimic.
I say as much.
Telepathically, I'm like, I can heal V, but if I do, then I need to take an hour rest because that's my spell slots for the day.
Won't worry about it.
V, give me a perception check real quick. Just before you were moving, you swear to God you heard a ribbit from down with the path that you were intending to go that's now been conveyed to be a mimic, cave mimic, but you swear to God you heard a frog.
That sounds like bait.
And could also be the thing the dwarf told us to keep an eye out for.
Mm.
I have the healing potions still, too.
Aye. If you take your time gulping one of them, it shouldn't be terrible healing.
Actually, yeah, I've got one too. Well, two technically. So just
You just take max if you spend a whole action.
yeah, I'll do that. It's just a roll of the hit dice, right?
No, you just get max amount if you take an action.
I thought it was 10. Maybe.
2d8, 2d4 plus 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is,
It-
no,
That's
or is it 2d8?
For what?
A healing potion?
A healing,
2d4.
a regular like basic healing potion is 2d4 plus 2.
so. I guess it's up to you, V, which one you want.
Yeah, I'll drink one of mine.
Yeah, because Maros might even top you off.
Nah, don't worry about it. I'm good.
Well, depending on how much more treacherous this cave is, we may have to take a nap before fighting these demons, anyways. Because we don't know what else is going to be ahead of us. Not that we should go willy nilly, but yeah.
No more being eaten by mimics.
Yeah. We just need to stick together.
I'm bringing up the rear. Go ahead.
That's why I can't move.
I'm
Alright.
gonna do a perception check.
Yeah. I was just gonna call for a perception check.
You want one or all of us?
Cow.
You could all give me one. Dahl was leading the way, and it was a pretty low DC, so yeah, everyone's gonna see this. Dahl, as you're approaching, you can kind of see the back wall of the right, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You look down there, and you kind of look left. You see a path that kind of leads on further, but as again, you look down the right path, and as you're bringing yourself to look down the left path peripherally, you see a familiar person seemingly
dwarf.
walk out of the wall. Och, are you all servants? What are you doing in my pantry?
Isn't that what he said to us the first time we met him?
Oh, well, is his basement.
Hmm.
Is he temporally displaced?
Chronomancy isn't my strong point, but there's something fucking weird about time in this place.
Hello? Can I help you? Are you lost? Why
Are
are
you
you
look-
in my pantry?
We're looking for some demons.
Demons in
looking-
a pantry is a poor place to look. Dink Courtson does not keep demons. Well, oh wait. Father did fight them here. But I have not seen a demon in these parts for at least, well, ever. I don't remember ever seeing them in here.
Well, doesn't that just mean you're long overdue for one?
No, I mean, it is a null count, so I suppose if there has to be demons, that yes, it could be I'm due, but there may not ever be demons, thus I never.
They do
Well,
move in when you least expect it.
well, now I'm expecting it, so they shouldn't be here by that
Yeah, but you can't
logic.
retroactively expect it. It doesn't work that way.
Well, my name's Dink. What's yours?
Uh, Gale.
Pleasure to meet you, Gail. You be a
We've met
demon?
before. No.
I would remember a face like that.
I think you are a little out of time. I think we've met in your future.
Or your past?
We've definitely met in my past.
Hmm. Was I charming?
About as charming as you are now.
Of course you were.
Oh, great. I'm having a very big end feast party I'm trying to prep for. We're doing a taste test.
But Ensfeast was a week ago.
No, it's not a week ago. It's still like 2 months away.
Mm, mm.
I don't think so.
Yeah, something wonky is going on with his time.
Kip's gonna just sit crisscross applesauce and begin ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. What are you doing in my, pantry cast?
We did tell you that we were down here looking for demons. My friend is just trying to figure out why none of this will harm you. This is us trying to figure out why our time frames are not matching up.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Do you want me to get you a drink?
Dink, someone's been mucking around in your fucking domain and with your head. Hold still so I can verify this.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I see the mark I left from standing here?
Yeah, in fact, if you want to mark the map with where you marked it.
Yeah, I'd have to move my token to see where that was, but
I
I'm
can,
happy to do that.
I can drop something for you. What color?
How about green?
Yeah, 1 second.
Regardless, yeah, I'm saying mark it for reference, but yeah, it's still.
Oh, is
Still.
that as far as we moved?
Yeah, you haven't moved
Okay.
very far at all.
Whichever color you want is fine.
M for Mara.
So yeah, you marked it. It's still there. It's like
Okay.
just, yeah. So for the sake of keeping him there for 10 minutes, you'll be able to, but you're gonna have to fill the time a little bit, and it can't really be Kip because he's ritually casting, but he seems intent to be like, well, if you're gonna do something, I sure. You all don't want drinks? I can just grab a drink for you all. Are you hungry?
Um, I'm okay. Thank you for offering, though. It's very generous of you to do so.
Wait, he looks at the wall and bangs on the stone. It's like, hmm. Well, would you look at that? My runes are not up. That's peculiar.
Oh, come over here and tell us about those runes.
Kip's
What
Kip's
runes are you
gonna
referring?
Kip's gonna quick send over the mind link. Can someone learn it in a religion? Find out if this avatar of a god is traditionally a fuck up, or if this is an off day.
Sure. Nope.
You've never heard of Dink, son.
Yeah. Only
I'm
heard
a-
of his dad.
I'm gonna make an attempt.
You've heard of Cord. He does have champions. They all tend to be really strong fighters. He is not notoriously known for
Smart ones.
smart ones. You two have never heard of Dink Courtson, though.
Feel like I missed the DC by 1, but there's nothing I can do about that.
You can Synac.
I
He didn't
cannot
fail.
Oh, well, I mean, if that is a fail.
No, see, with the fun thing about knowledge checks, there's a tiered approach. So he knows some stuff. You can't really fail a knowledge check the same way that Psynic
And I
Well,
works.
can't
the
guidance
Synac
you.
just specifically states if the result is different.
Start communicating your roles via telepathy so we can start getting guidance thrown on you guys, because I can't do it right now.
At least I'm pretty sure. I'll double check that, but
I in general, unless it's a prepped and asked, hey, can you kind of help jog my memory for guidance? It's not like spur of the moment knowledge checks. Usually aren't gonna be guidanceable unless you're
Right. That's why I said
prompted.
over telepathy.
Yes. So yeah, I'm advocating that what you're saying is what needs to happen for guidance to be effective on
your
knowledge
Synac card
checks.
can help if you fail an ability check using a skill or tool in which you have proficiency. You can reroll one Synac energy die. Number to the
I mean, I
check,
could have
potentially
already.
turning failure into success. You
Are
expend
you proficient in religion?
Okay, yeah, it specifically says fails and succeeds.
Yeah. And are you proficient in religion?
I am not.
So-
That's the other reason I would
Yeah.
not be able to do it.
I mean, I could have been all inspiring and everything, but yeah.
You've also got guidance.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But I would have just bardic inspiration.
Same thing, Mara. You know, Cord is known for feats of strength, fights, challenges. Not known for big brains. Insights, maybe wisdom, sure, but you've never heard of Dink either. Well, so we're watching him scribble, scrawl, applesauce sitting to determine why you think it's already been End's Feast has already happened, and I've already met you, and demons are afoot. What's he?
We've
Sure.
met you. We've met you 4 times now. Each time you've been
Well,
appearing at a different
3,
time
but
in your existence.
Yeah, in the last 10 minutes.
Whoa. I
less than even.
could just be the fault of the pantry. I mean,
Well, initially we met you in your basement, though.
Whoa, back up. You said the fault of the pantry.
yeah.
What does that mean? Why would the pantry be faulty?
Well, I mean, every so often I get visitors down here that are saying that they're in Red Rock Canyon, and I'm all the way in the mountain range of Dunir, so
Oh, this
I-
is problematic.
so I have to assume that there's some kind of wire not wire. Some kind of rune crossing or something.
You mentioned runes before.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What are the runes supposed to do?
Oh, well, a couple things. They tell me if I've got visitors. Thus why I was surprised. Normally it would kind of ding upstairs and I'd be like, oh, rats are back in, well, I mean, not rats, usually frogs, back in the pantry. And so I'll go down, kind of clear it out. And then it also kind of secures my little bubble in my own, I don't know, the glasses. What's the word for, private space?
Are you?
Starts with an
Here.
S, I think. School,
It's-
no.
Is this your own
Sanctum,
astral?
sanctuary.
Sanctum,
plane?
that's it, Sanctum. Yeah, it's my domain or whatever. It's my own little private sanctum, and it has attributes with which I enjoy. I like dirt, I like mountains, but
Oh,
normally no
hey.
one gets in here.
Is your frog missing?
I don't have a frog. There's frogs down here sometimes.
Are you the only Dink Cordson?
As far as I know.
Okay, so it's not like, well, every avatar of Cord is called Dink Cordson
Wait.
type situation.
I mean, wait. How busy did your dad get?
That's kind of a.
I mean, like, no, like, I mean, do you have multiple brothers that you're aware of? And your dad just maybe wasn't creative with naming?
No, let me. I'm gonna rewind your understanding. I was not. My mom did not have relations with Cord specifically. I am a chosen son of Cord, but I still have a dwarven real paw.
Oh,
That's
I
kind of how I
understand.
was figuring. That's how
You're-
I was figuring that.
You're an avatar.
Well, I can serve as Cord on Earth if the occasion arises, but often I don't hear from Cord Daddy. I don't like that. I'm not using that anymore. His clerics usually give me instruction on what is needed because I don't have the ear to hear such things with, if that makes sense. I'm more of a doer, less of a listener. But yeah, the runes kind of are an alert system as well as a kind of it's like a fence.
So, the only thing I can think of is that if the runes acted like a fence to this area, then perhaps when we made our whatever prayers to Cord before we went into the caves at Red Rock, the trials acted like a gateway into this particular cave system, or this is just complete nonsense, and if we went out the way we came, we just pop back out into the Red Rock Canyon.
Well, best of luck to you. We'll say that he took a while to explain and talk, and Kip, you can have your detect magic up.
Okie doke.
The whole damn place is absolutely just like
Littered.
a Pollock painting of magic.
Yep.
You do see a shimmering where he was tapping, kind of like a flickering on and off rune that is not visible unless you can see the magic itself. It's got a illusionary magic on it that probably is rendering it invisible unless you are the one that made it, or you can detect magic. But it's not invisibility itself. It's just kind of if mundane eyes can't see it.
Yeah.
Um,
So
there's a couple schools of magic, and you also notice some kind of black tendril leeching effect just pervasively through any of the magic, any bits of magic.
Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty
Any
much.
active magic on him?
Oh yeah.
Could I get the schools?
Yes, you can.
I thought you were just gonna say yes, and I was gonna be like, ha!
It's almost yes. It's not all of them. I have notes here. Come on.
Everything but necromancy.
There is necromancy on him.
Ooh.
Come on.
What if I just dispelled magic?
Well, it's only one effect. It's not. You can't get all
Yeah.
effects. So.
So I do notice his illusory script.
Yes, so you know. Well, you can see it because you don't have mundane vision anymore. So like you can't make out what it says. You just know it's there.
Yep.
So
I'm imagining Kip's eyes are just slightly glowing, nothing but whites right now.
all right. So there is some necromancy magic. There's illusionary magic. There is conjuration and aberration. And transmutation.
No enchantment.
No enchantment.
No
evocation.
enchantment, no evocation, no divination, no psionic.
No
Disrespectful.
divination is worrisome.
It's disrespectful towards Mara right there.
Mhm.
And Kip will slowly list out the schools of magic that are currently on Dink Cordson.
That's peculiar.
Hey, specifically, I was curious if you had any enchantments laid on you, but that seems to be one of the few schools of magic that aren't on your person at the moment. Your illusory script seems to be on the fritz behind you on the wall, by the way.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's doing that weird flickering thing.
This place has been corrupted.
Yeah, that's what the last priest kept saying, and I was supposed to go get the waters of Ayun and bring something or another, and that's what I was supposed to do. There was supposed to be some kind of offering, and what was it? Waters of Ayun and an offering of something. I don't remember. But yeah, the place is corrupted.
As much as I hate to top our already finite resources, it sounds like something we might need to prevent this summoning from taking place. Gale?
Yes. What
Are
do you
you-
need?
Are you too skint, or do you think you could spare some protection for Dink?
I don't need no protection. I'm just very fine.
I'm aware you are, but typically your paw rewards physical strength over mental fortitude, and in case something is influencing your actions or your memories, this could help.
Oh,
Sure, what'd you have in mind?
Protection.
From stuff and things? Sure.
Aye. In case there is something on him, this will give him a second chance to shake it off.
Yep, I can do that.
And cross your fingers, it may allow him to retain his fucking memory for more than 3 seconds at a time, in case
I mean,
we need
it'll
that
only
water.
last for the
As-
next 10 minutes, but
as you cast that,
sure.
Kip, you see as Gale is pulling into the weave energies, and you also Gale, you'll have to be next to Dink since it's a touch. So if you could go next to him.
Yep.
As she gathers the energy in the hand, Dink's kind of just looking like, oh, well, okay, fine, protection, like armor. And you're like, no, like a spell. And you go to touch him. There is an abjuration school of magic, and the energy in Gale's hand fizzles away.
Counterspell? Did it appear to be a counterspell?
He didn't cast anything.
It seems like whatever magic was on him fizzled it out and protected him from what she was trying to cast, or canceled it out.
I'm gonna quick speed of thought contact Mara. Mara, help me noodle out what just happened. We may only have seconds.
Yeah.
And I will.
You can give me an Arcana check, but
I will give her the help action for that.
Oh, okay.
well, she can't. You're gonna have to do it because you're the one that can see the effect. She didn't see any effect. She'd be at disadvantage.
Gotcha.
So it would be a straight roll for her if you're helping. Otherwise, you can get advantage if she's guiding you by you explaining speed of thought what you saw.
Our bonuses are basically the same. We should probably just roll independently.
She'd be disadvantage if you're rolling independently.
I would be?
She would
Or
be.
she?
She doesn't have detect magic up. She can't see what you saw.
I will give her the help action to make a straight roll.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I can't guidance you because I'm already concentrating on a spell.
Correct.
Oh, didn't need it.
No, you did not.
Yeah, so counterspell very like a likely he has a magic item or some kind of effect that has stored counterspell in it. So
it does appear to have come from him.
His person, whether it's him, it was not him casting the spell, because there's still a somatic component to counterspell, and he pretty much didn't move in any fashion that would suggest it. But there is a abjuration effect on his person.
I'm gonna look at his fingers. Is there a familiar looking ring there?
Very very astute. Yes.
All right, then who did it reflect onto?
Take a look around and see who has new magic on them.
It's a similar ring. It's not the exact same ring.
Kip just fucking spits on the ground.
Hers is because Mara, yours reflects. This one, it fizzled out. But like the way you were explained what happened to Gale's energy, it didn't actually kick off the spell the same way. It like ate the energy. It fizzled it away. So you have a ring of reflect. This is likely a ring of counterspell.
It's the ring on his finger, I'm pretty sure.
Aye, and we don't have the fucking resources to be fucking around with shit like this. We're trying to help you.
Oh.
If you can't be bothered
over the mind link, or he's just here to waste time and resource.
If you can't be bothered to reduce your defenses so that we can help you, then fuck off.
When we first met him, he did say that he was here to waste our time.
So this could just be an elaborate way to waste our time.
The other passage.
Well, were those like fighting challenge words, or like I mean, I'm not one.
No, those were your words to us.
The fuck you? I never said that to any of you.
Dink Courtson, if I were to challenge you, it would be to your face and you'd be armed.
Right. But you also were not the most pleasant individual to have been ever in my pantry. So I'm just wondering, where am I fucking off to?
You're being fucking manipulated. You You let someone come into your
Kip.
pantry with a message
Come on.
and didn't verify whether or not he was a cleric of your father.
Kip,
Well,
come
I
on.
don't remember
We're
that
wasting
ever
time.
happening.
We're wasting time, Kip. Come on.
The other passage back and to the right, we took the leftmost. Do we continue down this one or do we continue down that way?
Well, this isn't a dead end, right? This is a continues.
It continues on.
We just continue on the way we're going, I suppose.
Well, seeing
Yep.
as you don't want me here anymore, I'm going back to my taste testing. And he goes and walks
Oh.
into the rock,
What's up, Mara?
disappearing again.
No, I wanted you to keep going.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, hold on 1 second as you continue. Ah, you're moving. Stop moving. Stop.
I didn't move, but I
No, there was a
moved.
couple individuals. It's fine. I got it. All right. So, doot,
Kip is just livid over the mind link.
doot, doot, doot. All right.
A tiny calculator in his brain calculating cost-benefit analysis and finite spell slots. It's fucking furious at the ones that have been wasted so far.
All right. You walk through the cave up top, and let me make sure to. There we go. And you find yourself there. And everybody give me a perception check.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
And looking to the left, you see that it is a dead end. And
Here comes Mr. Dink.
the intent can be to walk away, but out of the corners of your eye,
Yeah, no, just keep walking.
Dink Cordson.
I'm casting.
Gail, haven't seen you for a while.
Hi, Dink. Bye, Dink.
Your frog's in a mimic.
What? My frog's upstairs.
Don't let your frog go wandering off by itself, or a mimic will eat it.
All right,
Wait
well,
a minute.
happy ends feast to you too. I hope you all got pet frogs as gifts.
Oh, we're at the beginning of the map. We're at the beginning of the map.
Yep.
Oh,
You're still in drawing mode, Mara.
No.
It looks like
realize
you're making lewd.
I'm like, just go.
Night.
All right,
I'm
hold
bring-
on. Don't keep
Yeah,
going.
I'm bringing up the rear,
Moving
so
up.
Hold on. Stay in that middle room for a second. Because
oh, sorry.
I'm trying to manipulate tokens and you guys are running off. And I'm trying to clean up Mara's mess. Michelle's making dicks.
so many dicks on the walls.
Yeah.
All the dicks.
Did you intend to leave a mark on there? Mara?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
but
I
not a phallic symbol, just like a little.
It did look like that to me, just for the record.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you made the mark and then you tried to move your token
Yeah.
while still in that mode, so it was making circles and then one that looked like a shaft. So I was just laughing.
Shut your mouth. Just trying to tell you all about Shaft.
Okay, yeah. So
on,
you guys get back. You walk through, and this does look to be a very familiar meeting point.
That's Kip's prestidigitation.
Okay.
Well, and I can see the first one from where I stand as well.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Seems
The
like-
passage then? Is that where we're going?
To the right.
Is this an illusion? Like, are we under a spell right now?
Quite possibly. We're somewhere extraplanar.
You, Kip, still have your detect magic up, and I mean, other than what you would expect to be on you as far as schools of magic, you don't see anything that was additive to you.
I'm gonna see if any of the tendrils appear to be concentrated down a certain passage. The little shadowy tendrils.
They do seem to be more towards the left passage where you were before.
Hmm.
Do you think we have to go past the mimic?
No, I don't think so.
Don't want to go through a mimic sphincter to fight a demon.
No.
I also don't want to fight a demon, but
No.
It's the only way we continue is forward, and the only way we can ascertain if we're going the right way is to check every available option. So, right path is one that we haven't gone down. That should be our next path.
You may continue on. I just wanted to make sure that you were all aware that it was back to where you had originally met.
Yep.
And give me a perception check at this bend.
oh, here he comes. Oh boy, howdy.
All right. So from the left, you see that it winds out. You can't really kind of see if it's a dead end or not. Either path, both continue to wind on. It's a little harder at this angle to see if the left path terminates at all. The right one does continue onward, but out of the corners of your eyes, as you look down the right path, you see from the left path, you actually hear it before you even see it.
Hello? Oh. It's a frog.
Hopping around.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a sci knife and just kind of like tickle the walls.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Detect magic is still up, I believe.
Yeah. You see an unfamiliar school of magic on the frog. Not one that's classically labeled schools of magic. You
Hey,
have
guys.
heard of other types of schools potentially, but they're not very well known. They're like you notice when you see it, but you don't really know what it is, other than that
Gotcha.
it's not any of the other schools.
Whatever
Guys,
that
I
thing
know where
is,
Mimic's at.
whatever that thing is, it's not from one of the codified schools of magic that we all know.
Well, it has an effect on it from not it itself is not the magic school.
I will amend to say that then.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I was explaining it well enough.
Dal will be the dumb one, and he's going to pick up the frog.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
No.
All right, come here, frog.
Couldn't hurt to talk to it.
In fact, it is very docile and kind of just goes with the flow with you.
I have a thought. Why don't we try returning this frog to the dink that was missing his frog?
That was the second one, eh?
I think so.
The leftmost chamber.
I'm not
Oh.
gonna get too far ahead here without everybody else.
Was it leftmost or was it
Yeah, it was
It was
set-
this,
way.
it was this
center
left one
left.
up there.
I
It was this one right here, right?
Right up over here.
Yeah, I believe it was this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I say let's just feed it to the Mimic, but whatever.
It's already been fed to the mimic.
Anything happened?
Or
in the
it's
dink up
going
here?
to be.
I'll look for that illusory script.
Oh, yeah, they're all over the place. They're all flickering like busted TV screen.
Yep.
There's at least like half a dozen that you've seen down this passage alone. It's just a repeating script. Like I said, you can see the magic of it. You can't actually read it, though, is the problem.
Yep.
We saw him go through this wall, correct?
Yep.
I'll
I'm gonna go knock on the wall.
Dal, can you? Yeah, I mean, we can try that. Also, try just telling the frog that Daddy's through there.
I'm gonna knock on that section of the wall.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
No.
Are you carrying the frog with you?
I do, in fact, have the frog in my
Yeah.
hand. I kind of hold the frog out in front of me.
I'll look at the frog and I'll be like, "Hey, your dwarf friend is went through this wall," and I'll point at the cave wall, because maybe the frog can go through it too.
Comedically, I want to do this, so I'm going to do this regardless.
I will
of how
cast
hacked
speak with animals if I have to.
Okay, thank you. Yes, please do, because I want to do this, but I don't want to. Like,
Yeah, I'll cast speak with animals, and I'll say the exact same thing I just said.
Also be expending the action to identify the exact name of the school of magic affecting the frog.
You're using identify, you said?
No, detect magic identifies the school of magic, if any.
Yeah.
So if it has a name, it would tell me.
No. I have identified. Yes, you see a school of magic that you've not seen before. That's
Okay.
not one of the ones that is listed. You, however, have perhaps a general hunch that it is a school of magic that is not. I'm trying to.
Okay, I was just trying to grok the phrasing. It says you learn at School of Magic.
Yeah. So, but
it's non-standard school of magic. So if you weren't able to recognize it, then there would be no reason for you just to know what it is.
It's like the equivalent of you don't know what Japanese or Chinese is when it comes to like your standard alphabet. So
But you can tell it's a language.
You can tell it's a language, and you could tell it's not one of the ones you know. And part of having that spell is anybody that can cast magic in general knows the standard schools of magic. I would say if you took time to use the identify spell, that would give you more insights than anything. If you want to make an arcana check at disadvantage to see if there's something maybe in the back of your mind, sure. So I don't want to not give it to you, but at the same sense there's more to it than just you are seeing something that you are aware is not standard.
Got it. Well, I mean, that's something in itself.
Yeah. You have enough to then research it later if you want, or if you want to share the details with Mara, she might have more insights because she has studied all the schools of magic and then maybe has been exposed to some of the more esoteric non-standard schools. So, but that's something you'll have to pick up with Mara.
Yep.
So you cast speak with animals. You tell him your dad's through there. The frog kind of ribbits, jump. Are like, how are you holding the frog, doll?
I'm just kind of holding it open palm.
Okay, it jumps into the stone, smacking against it, very cartoonishly, like splat. Not any damage, but it definitely did not go through any trans-dimensional magic.
All right.
And it kind of falls. Do you try to catch it?
Yeah, I catch it.
Give me a sleight of hand. Yeah. You also, like, as it starts to like slowly face, body, feet crunch into the wall, you kind of recover it before it really even like falls.
Oh,
Gale, Does speak with animals
Yes.
give you the ability to hear what they're saying?
Yeah,
I forget. I
I
think it
thought
does.
so. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can comprehend and verbally communicate
Oh
with
yeah,
beasts.
yeah. Fuck you, lady. Lying crap.
I'm not lying. It's not
Bipedal
my fault that your
jerk.
dad can stonewalk.
Oh, I don't even have a neck and my neck hurts. Ugh. Ow.
How does your dad walk through stone walls?
I don't know. Some jackass gave me. He's not my dad.
Well, do you
Ugh.
even want to go back with him? Do you want to stay with us? Like, what do you want to do?
I don't want to stay with you. You're having me jumping through into walls.
I'm just trying to help you. I love the fact that like everybody else just sees me like ribbiting at a fucking
Yeah,
frog.
exactly.
Angry ribbits.
They're very angry. They're um, almost they have like a cat tone to them, like rabbit.
All right,
Rabbit.
look, Mr. Frog, you can either try to
My
find your
name
dad
is
on your
Divot. Stop calling me
Okay.
Mr. Frog.
own. So, Mr. Divot, you can either try to find your dad on your own, you can cut your sass and come with us, and we'll try to get you to your dad, or I don't know, you can just sit here and fucking wait. But whatever you do, there's a fucking mimic in this cave, and he's gonna try to eat you.
What the hell's a mimic? Is it gonna throw me into any walls?
It is a wall.
Yes.
So yes. All right. What I don't know what.
Who's holding the frog when you were having this conversation?
I am.
Down.
I've got to fix some map stuff. Do you, if it tries to jump from your hand, are you letting it, or are you trying to hold on to it?
I'll hold on to it for the time being.
If it tells me that it wants Dell to let it go so it can go off and do its own froggy bullshit, I'll share that.
It's gonna communicate. I'm out of here at where it's at right now. So if you guys can rewind just a little bit to right here.
Sure. The frog wants to leave Dell.
Are we sure it's a good idea to let it go, though?
I mean, I think the frog can have its own agency.
Might you apologize to the frog so we can keep it with us?
I
for
already
the
did
time
apologize to the frog. It kept swearing at me.
being? I mean,
It craps in your hand, doll.
Dal just kind of shrugs and goes, "That's to be expected." All right, as he
Starts
gently lowers
rolling in the shit to get loose from you. But you had
As
such a
I-
strong sleight of hand check. I'm just giving it to you. Like, he can't get away unless you will it, unless you willingly let him go.
as Dallas will slightly lower him to the ground, put him on the ground, give him a few pets on the head, and just kind of nudge him.
Promptly, like, hops away, couple hops, and goes right down the
Like
mimic
them.
path.
That's
But
why we
Not
heard
my
him.
problem.
The teeth don't seem to shut.
I warned him.
Was
It
the
can do
frog
its
the
own
key
shit.
to get past the mimic?
Huh?
Was the frog the key to get past the mimic, and we just?
We still have the path that it came down and the path to the right.
I know exactly what's gonna happen. Well,
I'm not going to force a frog to stay with us against its own agency. That's rude.
I also don't like being stuck in caverns against my own agency. That's rude.
Are we going to the left?
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
This is the way the frog came from.
I'm assuming my detect magic is gone by now.
It's starting to fizzle out, yeah.
Oh.
All right, and you continue to press on.
Yes.
All right, hold your tokens there.
Can't catch us.
You walk for a little bit, about 10, 20 seconds, and you come out.
Oh man, who would have guessed it? No way. All right. Well, here's my thought exercise for the day. No, because that path there's 4.
So
We've seen 4 exits so far, and there's 4 paths leading in. So whatever we're looking for is either not one of the paths.
we didn't take the right fork. We went to the left. We came out of that left. We went up.
Didn't he say not to go to the right when we first encountered him?
Oh shit! And if he was trying to waste our time, he might have lied to us.
Well, unless we want to continue going in circles, it's the only place left to go.
So this one, Dal.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Gather there. And there's a path in. So hold on.
Kip, if you're right. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Wait. Stop moving. All right.
Is it me? Who is it?
Somebody was moving, and it janked up all the token selects. Give me a second.
Oh man, we've just looped.
And as you come around, it takes about another 20, 30 seconds, and you are right there.
Well, this is the first time we haven't come from the passage into the cave.
Yes, because we've looped back down.
No, I'm saying every other path we chose deposited us at the same entrance. This one was different.
Because if we had gone up and to the right there, it would have deposited us out that right path.
Yes. So I think
We have to go through the mimic.
Well, here's my thinking. There's 2
Don't go
paths over here.
fast. Don't go fast.
Sorry. Here's my thinking. There's 2 paths over here, right?
We didn't go that way. We came out that way.
I know, but if you look over here, there's two forks that come from this direction, correct?
Oh, I don't know. I can't see 2 forks.
If you stand right about here, you can see another passageway. It's the one we came
Okay.
up.
I see it.
That's the one he
So-
said led to his pantry.
So, there's 2 forks up and to the right and 2 forks up and to the left, correct? One of which being through the mimic and one we already came through. That means no matter which path we take, the result is going to be the same unless we meet a condition.
And I think I know what it might be. How many paths have we taken now?
Technically 3.
Well, I counted 5 ways out. And what's Mara always saying? It wants to split us up.
You may be right. I mean, we're mind linked for now.
Where's the 5th way out?
There's 2 this way, 1 up to the top.
There's
know
right,
it.
center right, left,
you're right.
center left, and then a further left path that branches off from center left.
Yeah, there's 5 branches to this main chamber.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'll take the right one.
I don't like this. This is not the great idea.
No, it's a fucking terrible idea.
It's better than being in a mimic stomach, though, right?
I
Mara, do you want up or down? Up? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
give everyone about, 2 minutes and then we'll move as one?
That frog got very big.
Well, you're the connector, Dal. You call it, and we'll step past the point of no return.
Dal's already fucking neck deep. I'm already
Here-
in. Go ahead
Here
and
goes
dive.
nothing. All right.
I keep walking.
For the record, Dal, you have quite a bit more way to go before.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Hi, Big Divot.
All right, let's see here. So, Kip and Mara, you're gonna walk into each other
Okay.
about 10 seconds down your pathing. It's a loop around path.
Of course. I was thinking this was mystical the entire time, not that the paths were connected.
No, well, the specific ones that you're in are that.
I was
However,
getting a very King's Quest vibe.
yeah. However, there are. I don't want to spoil it for you, but you are on the right track. You just are not aware that there are 7 off the map points, 2 of which are a loop, and you and Mara were in the loop.
All right, so Mara, up. I say up and left. If you went right this time, then we'll go left. You go first. I'll follow a few seconds behind.
I don't like this. Hi, Mara.
Oh, is that the giant frog?
A couple seconds
That is
later, yep.
infected.
That frog is just dead-eye staring at you, doll. Doesn't even notice Mara and Kip behind it.
I'm. With my blind sight, can I detect anything off about the cave entrance in front of me right now?
No, not. You can't. Your blind sight sees rock. You see all the
Yeah,
same physical features, but V, were you
I get
continuing
it.
to walk down the path that you're walking?
Yes, I would be.
All right, give me a second. You would end up there, and same
'Cause
thing,
there's a
Gale.
mimic right there.
Were
Yep.
you walking your path? All right,
Yes.
and here 1 second. I'm setting you down, not where you go. Just I need a second to scroll. Boom, boom. This one went. Checking my notes.
Dal's gonna take a step back. He's gonna pick up a rock and he's gonna throw it through that cave entrance.
Gale and V, you did not cross each other's paths, but as you're walking around a turn, Gale, you see V also walking in the same direction as you, so you see their back.
Okay. Well, that was a bust.
Ribbit.
Hi,
Oh, hi,
David.
giant frog.
Ribbit. And as soon as they say hi, giant frog, instead of glaring at Doll, it starts glaring at you, Gale.
I said I was sorry.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch and pull out some of the insectoid rations and toss them at the ground at Divot's feet.
He will gobble him up. His tongue, which is rather large, just snaps out and grabs him and starts slow chewing him.
Good afternoon, Master Divot. May we pass?
He doesn't go into the rock as much as just goes up against it and kind of like just is content with eating and seems to give you difference, allowing you to pass.
I'll sketch a courtly bow. Because we're reaching dipshit o'clock for Kip.
I don't know what else to do.
The mimic.
The frog we need to bring back to the.
Did anyone take the mimic path?
This is the mimic path, isn't it?
It was the center leftmost. This is the way
I
we.
know exactly where this is gonna go.
All right.
Both of you go down that path.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Don't go off the map. You make it hard to grab your
I'm up.
token.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
That was me.
Divot, I've got more food. Do you mind coming with us?
Oh, damn it, man. I don't know if I can grab your token.
I can't even grab my token.
I
Can
know.
you arrow yourself back?
Use your arrow keys.
I can. I'll just make a new.
You can use your arrow keys.
I cannot because the token would not let me do it. Hold on.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Switch myself back.
You know, there's one way we haven't tried going
Side.
Hmm.
Choose.
out the entrance.
We did though.
You did. All right, so
One
you
of us.
Did we?
both-
The southern?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dalarion and Gale, you both went in there. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Give me.
I know where
a-
this is going.
Pop out
If
here.
if Divot doesn't seem like
I'll
he's
wait
going to
for it.
respond.
He's eating. What was? Did I might have missed.
I have more food if you
Can't see.
wouldn't mind coming with us.
You said you can't see doll, or
No. Yeah, no, I see blackness.
oh,
I
because it's a new token, and so I gotta put your.
Whoops. I'm fucking things up.
Yeah, you are. There you go.
I appreciate how you didn't sugarcoat that. Thank you.
I yell for everybody else to kind of hurry up so we can stick together.
I'm sorry. I was trying to fix doll. Kip, you were saying you were gonna give him more food for what?
I offered him more food if he would be willing to accompany us.
Oh, he follow. Yeah, he. If you give him the food, he seems content and kind of hops behind you.
I like food-motivated animals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a food motivated animal. That explains so much.
All right, don't go off the map, guys. You can all go into the same square. That's fine. I made you
Yeah.
large.
I don't have enlarge reduce yet.
Oh, it's gonna be really hard to go back to normal then, huh?
Look, I'm glad I'm not the only person having that issue. I know it's frustrating for you, but
So,
eh.
and as you all make your way and you see, sorry, I gotta put you up here. Yeah, as you come through, you hear a ribbit like consistently, and even if you're like staring at Divot, when you look up to see Gale and you look back, Divot's gone.
Well, it's probably best that we didn't introduce Divot to Divot, because then space-time would fold in on itself and kill us all.
All right, let's keep going.
And then Marty McFly would make out with his mom.
A couple times, faintly, everyone's passive perception's high enough. You hear Dink calling out for Divot through random, like, as you get to that section, Gale, you could swear from the south you hear a faint, Divot, get out here.
Damn it.
And then you hear a different, like, more inebriated Divot, get out here, as you make your way into the main foyer. Mara, you hear mumbling about, gotta sacrifice Divot, this is garbage.
What? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
V, you hear, Divot, you're being naughty. Sacrifices are supposed to be not naughty. And then
Dink is
as
trying to
Is
sacrifice
Divot
the frog.
and then
is
as
Divot an
you
adventurous spirit?
and then as you all enter that main room again, you hear a earthquake trembling rabbit as like little stones kind of tremble in the ground.
Oh, Divot's angry. Guys, I think Divot's angry.
Can I
That's
try to?
being sacrificed.
Can I perception to try to figure out which path?
Survival. It's still kind of tracking is based on survival. It's not hard. It's definitely the northern caverns. You not from the one you came from, so your best kind of isolated out of northeast southwest is north.
Now, this is the only thing new that's happened since we got here, so north is the way it came from.
Hold on, V. Stop right there. Doll, stop right there. Rushing out from the southern passage,
Oh no!
you see a frantic Dink. Oh, wait. Oh, I've been looking all over for you, lads and lasses. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Divot says that you smashed him in a wall and made him roll in his own shit.
No.
Objectively false.
We found Divot. We weren't sure how to get him back to you, but I remembered seeing you walk through the cave wall. So I thought maybe it was an illusion, so I told Divot that you were through the wall.
Oh
I
no,
did tell him that
I-
it was a wall.
I stone sing through the wall. It's an actual wall. No illusion there.
I mean, that's fair. I did tell him that it was a wall, but that you went through there. And then Dal over there was holding Divot, and Divot decided to shit in Dal's hand and then roll around in it to try to lubricate his way out.
Oh, well, I mean, that's basically the same ends.
We didn't force
the
him to do it.
context-
He
the
could have just
context is a
come
little
with us
different.
while we were trying to find you.
I would
Because
also
we did give him the option of coming with us while we tried to find you.
I would also like to point out that I was actively trying to put him down when he shit in my hand and rolled on it.
Did either Mara or V share what they heard about Divot or the mining?
Absolutely did.
So, Dink,
I was gonna say leave that one alone. We'll find the frog and let him know what the plans are and tell him we can save him if we get the fuck out of here.
Dink, why are you planning on sacrificing the frog?
What do you mean? I not. Hey, Divot's my pet. I got him at End's feast.
Well, you've mentioned that time is strange down here previously, and several of my companions heard you saying to your frog that he needs to be a good sacrifice.
Yeah, he was being naughty and you didn't like it.
He also seems to be getting larger quite fast.
Well, I mean, he's a Dunir stone toad. Well, there's no stone about them, but they do grow rather large. I don't know why I'd sacrifice him though. You mean challenge? I mean that's his purpose is to serve as a mighty challenge and a offering up to Cord himself the might of a stone. They're legendary. But I wouldn't fight the wee one. He's only about as big as a dog right now.
Nick, I'd like to make a religion check.
Okay.
And given where we are and what we did to get here, if a way would be made visible or evident through a challenge that Cord would appreciate.
Yeah, you can give it at advantage. The way you phrased it, roll at advantage. You've basically got it. The gist of it. Like you're struggling.
Jesus Christ.
You're struggling, but you have a theory, but you have no basis to confirm it with the knowledge in your head. But you've come to you have a hypothesis, but you don't have the data to confirm it.
I will share my noodling with the group in case they have any particular insights.
I'm not fighting you again.
Not me.
The frog or him?
I don't know.
It's better than fucking chasing our tails through a cavern.
Hey, Dink.
I.
First of all, telepathy. Are we all on board with this? I'm
It's the
about-
best thing
I'm
we
ready
have
to
right now.
use that. Yeah.
Dink. We challenge you or a champion of your choosing for Cord's favor to find the path forward and complete our task.
Well, I'm in no. No champion of my choosing. Well, you can fight me. I'm unarmed right now, seeing as I don't usually bring in my armaments to my pantry. And I'm sure that'll be fine. 5v1, you actually, me unarmed, that you would stand
That's.
an honest goodness chance, I suppose.
I understand that's a
Let me
challenge in
finish.
itself.
Little.
No, let me finish. I find no honor in challenging an unarmed opponent, and I don't think Cord would either.
Well, I was gonna say it should be even odds, but I mean, if you've happened to find Divot, and if he's at least as big as one of you, that should be a fight worth fighting. Watch out, he's got a mighty wicked tongue.
I'm used to getting stuffed in large creatures' mouths, unfortunately.
Gross.
Adi. Yeah, if you want to challenge Divot, because that's the only other thing I can think of that you might stand a chance with. You haven't come across a tunneling mimic yet, have you?
Aye, we killed it.
Oh, that should have. You killed it. If you killed it, then I don't know why you're still here.
In which timeline? It tried to eat my friend, I zapped the shit out of it, and it became a wall.
Oh, that just means it turned around. It's showing you its rear.
Showed it. Yeah.
So you're giving us the choice, Divot or the Mimic?
I mean, yeah, I personally not sure you would all have a good time with either, but if you want my advice, Divot is the whole purpose is for it's basically Cord's chosen challenge in animal form.
All right.
The mimic was a sick prank by my cousin. I wouldn't fight that one. I haven't figured out how to get rid of it, and I don't mean to boast, but I can. You'd basically have to lift a mountain to get that thing out.
Yeah, at some point it ate Divot.
Oh, well, that's no good.
Well, he seems to have gotten better, which means he probably ate the Mimic.
Well, best of luck to you.
Aye.
What was I saying? I came here and I was saying something to you about something. I ran up here. I said, wait. And then I said something. And now I don't remember.
That makes two of us. How about a drink then? A toast to Cord.
Ah, to Cord. May your fights be worth them, and may your foes be stronger than you, but not strong enough to defeat you.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Aye. He holds up and kind of goes to toast with you all.
I'll pull out a wineskin.
You don't even have to. You see him toast, and it's not that you moved your arm, but you are holding a very similar tankard of mead.
Oh, I will absolutely down that motherfucker and then throw it on the ground.
Similar to everyone else, as he says that. It's not that you raise your glass up, but you feel something heavy in your hand.
I do the same minus the throwing the tanker down.
Everybody else?
I just sip it and then till it's gone.
Okay. Doll?
Yeah, I just drink it.
All right.
Drink
Everybody
it, drink
that
it.
drank it, if you can pick one. If you're missing spell slots, you can replenish your spell slots. If you're missing hit points, you can replenish your hit points. Not both though.
Can I replenish psionic energy?
Yeah, same difference.
Okay.
I'll take spell slots.
Does that include my divine sense or anything like that, or is it just spells?
Two spells.
You've got quite a few divine senses left.
Yeah,
I have 3 more left.
Yeah, the divine sense isn't coming from Cord, so he can't give you that. He can give you the energy for the spell slots, but it's
Fine.
not his sense that you're relying on.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Sip that mana. Alright, so we find the frog. Travel as a group or split up?
A group, I think.
It was
Yeah.
coming from the north. So I'll go first because things like to eat me. It would need to be in an area big enough to hold it.
Well, have a good one. And as your
Bye.
sights
Cheers.
hold on before you keep moving. As your sights are off a Dink, you look back for a second, and you could swear you see him walking through the wall again.
Of course.
Motherfucker. I'll check out the left. If someone wants to eye the right. I believe in the left.
You got to give me enough time to manipulate the map. So take a couple steps
Right.
back, please.
I think you found him.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I was gonna say in character there was a chamber up and to the right
Oh, why is
where I cast Tetrick earlier.
Oh, here, 1 second. I had to reload the map, and I'm now noticing that my. Give me 1 second. Shoot. Reloading.
Oh, and Nick, to tattle on myself, the previous times I've used Hex, I used it incorrectly, so I just wanted to establish that now.
Okay.
It does not work on saves because saves are not ability checks.
Correct.
I think previously we had thought it was.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought they were. Like, initiative is an ability check, so I assumed those were as well.
Ability saves are ability saves.
Which means it's really only good in social situations.
Okie dokie. I think I'm good now. Okay. Yeah, no, my how I move between layers had broke, so I had to reload. So now you're good.
I gotcha.
Now you can move forward.
All right. I think open to the right was that chamber.
Okay, I can go check that if you want.
I'm the way I'm hidden, but I don't see anything this way.
That's a giant fucking frog. That's a giant fucking frog.
I see it.
Come back here. That's a giant fucking frog.
Right now, I don't know how Kip missed it, but
like it wasn't there when I walked by.
It was.
No, it literally was not.
You see a huge looking version of Divot with longer tendril-y appendages that have also grown on it, seemingly trying to press on the wall, trying to look for a way, the same place where you had smashed it against the wall before.
We didn't smash it against the wall.
Oh, great. Odiug frog.
Rude. We did not.
A frogdiug?
I'm
feel
glad
like
I'm
it's
not the one
Odiug.
that threw it against
It's
the
a
wall.
Odiug.
I feel like this frog is gaslighting me. You smashed me against the wall.
You did it yourself.
It seems to be pressing against the wall where it smashed itself. Fine. I won't give the internal monologue it has.
I don't want to fight it though.
It's kind of cute.
I feel bad for it, right? But you're the one who made the challenge.
Hey, Divot.
It turns around facing you. Its eyes seemingly having now moved to the top of its head, having 3 instead of the 2 that you were used to.
Oh, it is now an ambush predator.
Frogs are ambush predators.
I'm gonna toss it another one of the bug rations.
Yeah. Snacks for you.
You know what we're here to do. Have a good meal.
How long does speak with animals last? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
I think you're at the tippy end of it. It kind of its long ass tongue snatches the in midair the insect bits, and as you say that, you just hear, "I won't kill you, but you might wish you were dead if I win. Good luck."
I'll tell everybody else what the frog just said.
I'm gonna cast Bless.
What if we ask if he wants to team up and kill the mimic?
That wasn't the challenge, though.
I think that's how it got so big. Okay. So
He seems to wait for you to engage. So if there is, it's giving you a chance to precast.
Yep.
Like it is properly taking up the idea of a challenge. It seems like it is sat on its haunches and is staring at you all, but it is intent, and it's not squirming or anything. It's just waiting to see some semblance of you all giving the green light.
Yep. Everyone has the effect of Bless for the next minute. I upcast to level 3, so it affects all of us.
Over the mind link, before we start fighting, really quick, I'm going to tell everybody what the frog had said, that the frog isn't going to kill us. And that if we can win the challenge without killing the frog, it would be preferable.
I can stop him from dying.
Okay.
Alright, so everybody hit your Bless toggles for global attack and global saves.
Blessed. Hashtag blessed.
And I'm not sure if this is going to spark it off, but Kip will gesture with his fingertip before drawing his sword, and I will Hexblade's Curse. Divot. Ah!
Sorry. I was also trying. It's got a more fuller picture that looks hilariously cute and gross, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it does. Looks like it would be in a children's book.
I guess if he's waiting for us, we could it's not a surprise round, but we could effectively get a round in.
If you go to make action, you'll have to roll initiative because
Yep.
it won't be surprised. Mechanically, that's how that
Yep,
kind of works. Yeah. So when you're ready, you may roll initiative.
All right, let's do it.
Shit. I should have waited and hit him with I should have hit him with Hex before Bless and given him disadvantage on initiative.
Oh, that didn't do my...
God dang it.
It doesn't roll, and you have to roll twice.
I rolled exactly the same.
That's
a big
unfortunate.
Ooh.
Actually, nope. That's is guidance concentration?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I forgot I could guidance my own initiative.
Do you have another oh, you have bless up already.
Yep. The bless is going to be more valuable in the long run. Yeah, I'll take the second one.
All right.
Oh.
Boom, 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 boom. And sorry, there's 2 things I'm adjusting. based on actions taken and what has gone down. So there was a couple of things that change.
Uh-oh.
I'm regretting Bless. I should have just done Fairy Fire.
A little bit.
But this will help our casters too.
Well, if someone was standing next to me and I could cast Dragon's Breath on them.
Don't look at me.
You know what's fantastic for Dragon's Breath? Familiars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you people are my familiar, okay?
I'm just saying you
We are
can
rather familiar, aren't we?
you can cast it on your familiar and they can Dragon's Breath every round.
I just love Mara's excuse for not getting a familiar. The entire party are a bunch of fucking animals that I have to take care of. I don't need another one.
I already have 4.
You don't have
She's
to,
not wrong.
you don't have to feed a familiar.
I mean, that's
I don't need any of you either.
I
It's-
think
this is
That's what Dal
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I wish you would.
oh rude.
You just hear. You hear a very feminine voice over the mind link. Shut the fuck up, Kip.
Holy shit, it
Someone
all
wants
makes
to
sense.
kill the frog.
All right, and with that, we are using just straight initiative. I'm not making it change to second or whatever, so we can numerically descend. There we go, and first up.
Alright. I'm going to steady aim his ass.
Okay.
Because that's the only way I get advantage right now. Sneak attack is boop. Roll at advantage and Stolkanif. 25.
25 hits.
25 hits. Bloop. Grand whopping total of 21 psychic damage.
All right. Anything else?
That is all I can do, so bloop.
I mean, it visually is not very stunning. You throw a ethereal knife basically that disappears into him, and he kind of winces for a second and blinks. You did damage, but yeah. Kip, you're up.
For my turn, is there any equivalent in 5e for collision damage?
Yes, to a certain
just-
degree. There's spells that can do it specifically. Otherwise, it's mostly my discretion, unless it's in the spell. So it's not a thing unless it's already part of the spell. Like
I can knock him back 20 feet, but he can't move 20 feet. So I'm wondering if there's any additional damage from that.
I mean, if it was a smaller creature, I may give it to you, but with being as big as it is, probably not. In general, it just gets pressed up against it.
Yep. Save that for when something's standing on the edge of a cliff, then.
Yeah, that's usually that's what it's for. Or like if there's a hazard, like you could push him into lava, or if the walls are spiked, or if you could put him up, maybe he'd take some damage going up into the spikes and then down on the fall,
Yep.
depending on how tall. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bonus action activate my boots and then
Okay.
move here so I don't leave a conal cleave available to the party if he decides to focus me.
Okay.
And then I will attack. Uh, 16.
Hits.
All right. That's 15 damage. Attacking again.
You said he's cursed. When did you curse him? Did I miss that?
Right after I blessed, I hexblade cursed him.
I missed that while I was getting stuff. Anything that affected him, we would have kicked off right away. I'll give it to you, but in general, yeah. So, okay. So 15, and then what was the other part that you were saying?
Attacking him again.
Okay.
24 for 17 damage.
Okay. Both hit as it kind of like just kind of blinks at you, taking the damage. It seems very healthy still, but the damage is apparent on its skin.
Yep. And that is my turn.
V, you're up.
I but I'm going to move here. And cast a spell. Eat shit. Ouch. Actually, no, I can re-roll that.
Reroll what?
I can re-roll one of my spell damage die.
Okay.
So I will
So
do
roll a
that.
1d6.
Yeah. Oops. That is a no. 0 you are used. I don't know. I guess I would just. Much better.
Okay. So that's a total of 6 plus 11, so 17 psychic damage. And or wait, it's wisdom save or half. On a successful half damage and doesn't have to move away. Okay. Alright, so instead of 17, it takes 8. Okay. More
Unless
psychic
Mara's
damage.
got a shitty roll.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Alright, fine. Fine. Well, so there's my thing, and then as a bonus action, I will
Excuse me.
use this on Gale. She is going to get 8 temporary hit points.
Plus
your
your
bard
bard
level.
level.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, yeah.
14?
13, 14. Yes, 14 math. Yeah.
Donkey.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking at Tale of the Adventure. Yeah, 14, and you get the +1 AC and all that stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Done.
Oh, that didn't. Okay.
I'm casting slow on the frog.
Okay. And that is a wisdom save.
I have a feeling he's going to fail it.
All right. Let's see here. So I'll make the save and see if you need to use it. Which, yes, you'll need to use it.
I do, yeah.
So which one?
They're practically the same, but I'll spend the 5.
All right, so he gets a 5 on the roll. And how does this work? Like, you can see that he's easily going to be able to shake it off. So what do you do to manipulate the situation as your spell goes off?
Can I throw a chunk of food in the room to make him eat that and not pay attention to the spell?
What we'll say is that because it's an action that you maybe took ahead of time. So maybe you stepped into some of the insect paste ration that Kip had previously given over there, and you just kind of kick it up as you're casting the spell, which makes its eyes dart down just in time to land the spell without it being able to brush it off. All right, he is affected by slow. Anything else?
No. That is the end.
So we'll use the booty slowed. All right, it's his turn. So let's see here. The half the speed takes a -2 to AC and Dex, and can't use reaction on a turn. It can either act or it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell, okay, cool. So as you hit it with that, what is my cat doing? Sorry. All right, it's gonna slow motion. I can't tell what it's. I don't know if you hear the ringing, but my cat has got it into something. All right, so it's gonna do a kind of like a slow-mo bunny hop, basically forward as it lurches forward, and whip out its tongue that seems to slowly be going for you, Mara. All right.
That's an attack.
It is an attack, yes.
So he's gonna do it at disadvantage, if he isn't already.
He's not at disadvantage innately until now, because you're using your reaction.
Mm-hmm. I might as well. I go next.
Isn't he already at disadvantage because he's making a ranged attack while he's in melee?
He's not making a ranged attack while in melee. He has reach.
Up 15. Oh, Jesus.
Because of his
20.
tongue. His tongue doesn't count as a...
It's a
ranged
melee weapon
weapon.
attack. Yeah, it's a reach 20. Let's see here. Yep. So I do believe a 12 misses. Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, but I gotta make sure. It does, yes.
Okay. So it misses and kind of just harumphs as it then go 5, 10. So that's 10, 15, and just kind of presses against the wall, ending its turn because that's as far as it can go. Gale, you are up.
All right, Mara, I can't do that again. You're on your own. I'll run at it and attack
Go for it.
twice. First attack. I don't want to use that. I want to use that.
16 hits.
Sweet. Wait, do I have...
You're not
Oh,
divine smiting, right?
I
Or
am
are
not
you?
smiting.
Okay.
No, I'm not smiting.
So
it's just a 13.
Okay.
And then my... he's too big to basically be knocked prone, right?
Is there a restriction? Does it say on the?
No.
I'm checking now.
Because I don't think it innately.
It does.
Oh, it does.
Larger, smaller.
Oh yeah, no. This thing is huge.
Yeah. That's... Yeah. Sorry, for some reason I didn't see the size restriction on it, but yes, you are correct.
I didn't know that for certain. That was more of a question that was posed to me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it doesn't say that. It just says you can use a bonus action to shove
Yeah,
a
it doesn't-
creature
it doesn't
within
have a
5
size
feet of
listed.
you.
Shove a creature. So we could look
It's
at.
what I've been using to knock prone.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Up shove
you have to
rulings.
look up shove, and I think shove is where
oh, okay.
that
1 second.
I mean, I would also accept the justification of
using
knowing the
attack
physiology
action,
of frogs. You can't really
can-
knock a frog on its back unless you have leverage
you
on the
can.
frog.
You can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either knock it prone or push it away from you. If you are able to make multiple attacks with the attack,
Yeah,
if you're able
must
to,
no more than one size larger than you.
So it is more than one size larger than me. So that's fine.
Unless somebody has enlarge reduce, which would be really funny.
I know enough about frog physiology that I was fine with just saying that it can't be done because of the way that frogs are innately built.
That is
Like,
fair.
you can give, like, I will take a no.
He's
just-
a roly-poly boy.
Figure I would ask. Here's my second attack then.
Okay.
24
24 hits.
for another 13.
You guys are giving him a beating, but he still seems pretty hardy. You haven't quite, like, he's oozing a little bit of secretions of blood here and there, but for as much you're putting into him, he's surprisingly still looking.
And
well.
then for the end, I'm going to yell to Kip to get within 10 feet of me so that he can be a little more fortuitous.
That's the plan.
And that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty then.
Top of the round. What are we doing?
Top of the morning to you. Alright, let's throw some kniffy knives. Well, maybe not at advantage. I do have allies within distance, so let's go ahead and turn advantage off. And first knife, 29 to hit. For a grand whopping total of 27 psychic damage.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely lay into it.
Turn off sneak attack for the second attack. Bonus action soul knife.
Oh yeah.
For a 32 to hit. For a grand whopping total of 9 psychic damage. So 36 psychic damage in total this round.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't really tend to look bloody, but he definitely does look like he's staggered a bit, but that's also because he's got a slow spell on him.
And bleep.
Kip, you're up.
That's within 10 feet. Alright. I'm gonna attack him twice.
Okay.
First attack. I will
Crit.
Eldritch Smite with a level 3 spell.
Damn, nice.
Ding the spell.
Finding it.
That's your curse bringer, yeah.
Yep. And the last part is when you hit a creature with this weapon, you can expend a spell slot to deal an additional 2d8 slashing damage per spell level.
Yep.
So that is 16d6 additional slashing damage.
It
Or I'm sorry.
It should be 1d8 per.
68.
Okay. Why does that seem? Because Eldritch Smite is an extra 1d8.
It's not Eldritch Smite, it's Cursebringer Smite. I said Eldritch Smite on accident.
Right, but
So it'd be 68 additional slashing.
hold on. One sec. It's supposed. It's supposed to be like Eldritch Smite, though, in the sense that once you hit a creature.
Eldritch Smite knocks them prone. This is a weapon.
Right. Well, I mean, Pact of the Blade's the only way you get Eldritch Smite. I'm pulling it up. Because it's breaking the rule about it doing 2d8 per level, but I think there's something else to that I'm missing.
I mean, it's UA.
No, I got there. When you hit a weapon, you deal additional per spell. And okay, no, yeah,
I mean, it does suck his a third.
yeah,
Third
no,
level
no.
spell
slots.
Normally it's 1d, like it starts with 2d8 and then it's 1d8 per, but that's the way it reads. It's the way it reads. So go ahead, roll that.
Okay, an additional 60 damage.
All right.
Thought it was 68.
Yeah, but he had a
crit.
crit. I don't.
Oh, okay.
That's why like this doesn't seem tuned right.
I mean, I'm happy to reduce it to 1d8 per level because that is.
It's so yeah. I think the way we need to kind of shore it up, because like you said, it's UA. It does 2d8, and then at level 1, and then 1d8 extra per. Because I know you said it knocked prone, but it also has the same.
No, Eldritch
0
Smite
feet.
does this.
No, I know, but I'm trying to shore it up with Eldritch Smite, which is flavor-wise, it's Eldritch Smite is what actually became, I think, Cursebringer, and made it prone instead of the 0 feet. So you keep the 0 feet. So at level 3, that's an extra 2d8. So because 12d8 seems.
It should be 8d8.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also no cap on this, and Eldritch Smite does have a damage cap.
How? What do you mean?
I could have sworn Eldritch Smite said up to you can use up to a certain spell slot and max out the damage at a certain point.
No, it's once per turn when you hit a creature with your pack weapon.
It's built in because you don't get higher than 5th level spell slots.
Yeah. So and that's the same for this as well.
All right. So re-roll that damage.
Yeah. Let's see here. So
it'd be
2d8, 3d8, 48 times 2, so 8d8.
33.
Which,
Praise it.
Yeah, that tuning wise, that's what I would expect, because I if you're okay with that, I didn't catch that at first
I'm absolutely okay
pass.
with that.
Okay, so we got 3 plus.
I'm gonna edit it right now so this doesn't happen again.
Appreciate it.
No, that is too much.
Yeah. So we're at 14 plus 3, 17 plus 33, so 40, 50, even 50 damage, which is still amazingly good.
Yep.
It's that dancing the line between, okay, this is redonkulous and
yeah.
No, okay, this because you're still using your spell slot for it, so you're getting the bang for your buck. And I'll be honest with you, it's the speed 0 until the end of your next turn is gonna come in clutch.
Yeah, the reason I took that is to combo with Gale's Shield Bash. All right.
It's very good. Love it.
Second attack?
You absolutely rip into it, and it kind of ribbits and howls. Slowly, however.
25.
Hits for another 13. Are you... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smiting again.
What was that?
I'm smiting again. In case it does have damage reduction, this
can't smite again because it's a leveled spell.
I'm not casting a spell. I'm sacrificing a spell slot.
It's the equivalent of you could do it once a round.
That is similar to how smites work for paladin, unless you're using a divine smite.
Yeah.
Oh, I was reading smite. It says on a hit.
Yeah, I mean, so all other smites say once per turn when you hit a creature.
Oh, D&D Beyond says you can use 1 spell slot per attack.
I'm just sharing what, like, a random smite that isn't my divine smite.
That one's used up when you hit for the first time.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's it, and that's... Wait... Let's see...
I was just trying to see if there's any other smites that I might have that might...
I'm going to say, yeah, you can. Because It's an invocation, so like you said, it's not strictly a spell. It's eating up a spell slot. But
It's like an instant.
yeah, so yeah. So I'll go ahead because divine it is acting more like a divine smite instead of like searing smite.
All right,
So
which I can do more than once, and
you
In
can do
case he-
divine, yeah.
I will say, in case he has damage reductions, that my smite damage is slashing.
Yeah, it
So,
says
so he may reduce that further. I'm not sure what his resistances are.
it's magical though, so
Gotcha. Additional 8.
third level though, right?
Nope.
Oh,
First level. I only have 2 third level spell slots. I used one for bless to hit everybody.
Oh, I got you.
and one on my smite.
You're funneling in your cleric level. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, that's my turn. I gotta scroll back up to my little didgeridoo.
So that was 21 total, correct?
I
13
think so.
plus 8.
11, 17, 17, 30, 50 damage from the first, and
then another
21 for
21.
the second.
Yep, so 71 total. He is looking rough. He is definitely blood. You can now tell he is bloodied. V, you're up.
Okay. I still don't like him. By that I mean I really don't like the mimic, so if he did kill the mimic, I like the frog.
That's legit.
I know, right?
Well, what if the mimic was the frog?
Don't,
And they both
don't.
need to die. It's fine.
That didn't need to
alright?
be said.
Everything is dying.
It's
right
not, don't worry.
if he wants to move another square closer, though, wouldn't be the worst thing.
Getting that sweet saving throw
Okay.
aura.
So
Yeah.
first I have to ask, does it look like there's any metal on it?
No.
Okay.
It actually has one filling that you might be able to heat up.
Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to let me think. If I mean, he's just gonna fucking. Well, no, what? That's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm just gonna dissonant whispers it again, cause I can. I can click the right thing. There's that. Let's do upcast to 2. Fine, whatever. It's for the spell save there, so.
Yeah. Oh, not at disadvantage, but 8 still fails. It-
That's 9.
So one thing. So it'll 11 damage. It'll take. It has no reaction because it's slow, and it has 0 movement because of Kip.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Like it's still it's good. It's fine. It's more damage.
Gotcha.
And then as a bonus action, okay, you are good. Oh wait, no. Ooh. That's a new one. I haven't had this one before. Alright, so he's got to make a saving wisdom throw. And this one will be against my spellcaster, right? So that's still a 16.
And if he fails, then we auto crit him.
Wait,
Well,
what
Mara-
was that?
Whoa. Did you say
Oh.
auto crit?
I wonder if he'll fail.
If he fails, he's incapacitated, which means all attacks are auto crits at advantage.
So wait.
So I use my bonus action to do my Tales from Beyond. And normally the Tales of Beyond is just something that I can then cast on somebody. But this one is just a straight up bonus action attack. It's like almost like another casted spell or some shit.
Right.
So I need a Wisdom saving throw, DC 16. If it fails, I get to roll 2 Bardic Inspiration die. It takes that damage.
Hits against an incapacitated creature, by the way, are not automatic crits.
Yeah, I was good.
Oh.
It's paralysis is an automatic crit.
Yeah, I was about to say incapacitated is not an automatic crit.
I don't think I can make them fail either.
It is, however. No, it's not.
Yeah, they just can't take actions or movement. They just can't do anything. They're like dazed for all intents and purposes.
Oh no, I could.
Which I'm surprised doesn't give you advantage.
Well,
Okay.
I think we're
A paralyzed
halfway.
creature is incapacitated. See the incapacitated condition. It automatically fails strength and dex throws, attacks are at advantage, and all hits are critical hits. If you're
Paralyzed
within 5 feet.
incapacitates, but incapacitated is not paralyzed.
Incapacitated is a separate status.
Well, paralyzed. Yeah, paralyzed says incapacitated, so I assumed it was.
Correct.
It becomes incapacitated, but it is not incapacitated things aren't
That
necessarily
is
paralyzed.
Correct.
poorly worded.
It's
Yeah.
just a build on. So incapacitated
is
is
not
like a base status description, and then it seems like every other status effect kind of like builds upon the incapacitated status.
They could have fixed that by just saying, additionally.
I agree.
Gotcha, that was
Yeah.
my mistake.
Incapacitated only means it can't take actions or reactions.
Gotcha. I have a feeling this thing could multi-attack, so that slow already shut it down pretty handily.
Mm-hmm.
That was good call.
Seems like
It-
something that
it-
could do lots of things.
What? Oh, here. Let me. I still need to make my save though. Sorry. It failed. So roll
Right.
2d8.
Unfortunately, only Mara gets to take advantage of that.
No, that's fine though.
It's true. I think it wastes its turn?
Until
I-
the end of its next
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, so it can't do anything
Yeah.
on its turn except get ready to get whomped on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, listen. After playing that fighter in your one shot, this is as close as I get to a double attack.
That's fair. And I know for a fact that Gale's gonna be like, can't let Kip out damage me and smite this thing on her turn and kill it.
No, not necessarily. If I crit, I'll smite, but
There
otherwise,
we go.
I might save the spell slots for.
You
Expecting
crit
to fight
so
something worse.
much.
So other than that, I'm done.
Still really considering running my one-shot wonder build. But
Who you been
That's a tale
talking
for
to?
Hmm.
Rude. Rude to bring that up on stream. Rude.
Not sure why that's rude, but okay.
One shot wonder.
Oh no, this is.
Ha ha!
I see what you.
Sexual performance joke.
I said one shot, not one stroke. Anyways, continuing on.
It's a race.
I need to make popcorn.
Mara, you're up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just thinking. I don't have anything spectacular.
Oh, that's fine.
So, my friend.
Whack, whack, whack. Level what? That's level 1? Yeah, level 1. Well, I mean, you've cast it at level 1. Did you mean to upcast it?
It did. I just can't get a grasp on when it's going to ask me to upcast and when it's not.
What level? You could just tell me what level. That's fine. It's
2, please.
Okay, so we're gonna add another Another dart. So it's 4 darts. 4 times 4 is 16. All right. Oof.
Is that per missile? The 4 force that it showed?
Yeah, 4 per missile.
Oh, I thought that was total.
No, you just roll 1 missile and then each missile takes on that damage. It's 4 per.
Oh, that's way easier.
Yep.
That's a lot of force damage.
Mm-hmm. Whack, whack, whack. Whack. Anything else, Mara?
Nope.
All right. It has no action, no reaction. Gale, you're up.
All right. First attack.
I just really hope that Dink is watching somewhere going, I'm really glad I didn't fight these guys.
22
20 hits? Or 22 hits?
for 11.
Level.
You're slashing into it. 24 also hits. For another 11. You are you are they can say anything they
Inconsistent.
want, but you're very consistent. Yes.
And that's going to be it.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy. All right, kids, let's get it done. All right. All right. Well, we already know where this is going. Sulk a nippy knife. Ooh, ooh! I'm gonna
Miss.
inspiration that.
You
No,
y-
no.
okay?
We're gonna try that again.
That might hit. It has slow
What
on.
the?
It can't hit. This is an attack, and he rolled a 1.
Oh,
No amount of
oh,
You
bonus.
rolled
no.
one
will
in
help.
double in each case. Yeah,
How did I
Oh,
snake
no.
eyes that shit?
that is a statistical improbability.
That is.
And the worst part is, it wasn't like roll 20 freezing up because your bless is a different number.
Correct. Well,
Rude.
bonus action attack.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, well.
Don't you dare invoke his name.
Will Wheaton.
20 damage. All right, that's that be all.
I'm gonna attempt to smack him twice.
Okay.
In my head, I was like, man, I almost really can't miss this thing unless I roll a 1. And the gods were like, hold on, bet.
Hit.
For an additional 27.
Oh yeah, you're carving it up. It's very much not appreciating the frog meat that you're eviscerating from it. It's looking it's not. Oh, it's already bloodied, but it's not on death's door yet. That's the best way to
So,
put it.
so tempted to be like, I'll let you live if you poop in Dal's hand now.
No.
Wrenches his arm out of its socket.
You can't speak to the frog. Only I can speak to the frog.
I've been speaking to the frog.
The frog doesn't understand you.
It did.
The frog is very much offended by your assumption that it cannot understand.
I said, if you follow me, I'll give you more food, and it followed me.
Well, okay.
The bigger
so,
version of it, yeah. Or
So
the
you
medium.
know
I should
what?
say.
The frog is a bitch.
Oh,
Why is
Oh.
Oh.
It's the dreaded high school cafeteria sound. Oh.
He
Bob,
very
calm
much
down. Divot, please come down to the principal's office.
feels very sad. I'm no bitch. Takes the 6 damage.
I have a feeling it was just gonna attack Mara next.
And then,
And then
And it
no,
has
and then
disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Mhm.
and then. 6, what's
6.
6? What the hell's 6? Which one is 6?
Traveler
Tail of
again,
the
I think.
I think
Traveler.
yeah, it's the temp HP one.
Yes. Alright, well,
By the way, how long does that temp HP last? Did it go away since you used Bardic Inspiration again?
no, I think it just follows the main kind of thing for temporary hit points, so until they are
But it also
Gone.
I'm pretty sure it goes away because it's also increases walking speed and AC.
I don't think you can do it on the same target twice, but
You can only retain one of these tales in mind at a time. Rolling on the spirit table immediately ends the effect on the previous tale.
Okay, I'll take mine off.
Oh, well, no, just keep that then.
No, because you did damage to it last round, so we can't.
Well, no,
don't
but
take
he
it back.
did,
Yes,
he did
yes.
just re-rolled it.
He's reapplying it, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
So
that's
it's
something to
still-
keep in mind, like with that
Yeah.
incapacitating effect that you had on the 7. If you were to, I mean, it's already gone through its turn, so I think that's why it's worded that way. So you're good.
Yes. No. I got that. I got that.
poop in his hand.
All right. It was.
Rude.
It's just one. All right. So 8. Okay.
Blech.
The same as before.
Yep.
Yeah.
No change. It's as if it always was.
That's a chunky coda.
You don't see it, but I'm dabbing right now, guys. It's great. It's my turn. I'm done.
All right, Mara, you're up.
Again, I don't know.
Where are you casting it from?
I tried in both spots. Last time from the main sheet, and this time from spells.
Right. Well, as a precaution, you can tell me what level you want to cast it at before you rip it off. But what level?
Okay. I was going to do 2 again.
All right. So 20 damage. Oh, man. It's looking really rough.
Be sure to add your first level spell back.
I did, and I took the 2 away.
Yay,
Yep.
bookkeeping.
Anything else, Mara?
Nope, sorry, that's the end.
While everyone is doing a ton of damage, the slow is really fucking it up. So it is going to go after you, Mara. Because it does have a level of intelligence. Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
But it does have disadvantage on its next attack.
It does. That's why I'm
She's
setting
not
it.
even the one that smashed you into the wall, did it?
Can it even get to her? Because
It's the
she's
horny girl.
slightly around the bend in the corner.
But it's huge. So turn off
No,
snapping. Turn off snapping
I'm
because
just saying.
because it can easily do it from here.
That's fine. I'm being a brat.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I was
I
gonna
have
say.
to make that argument.
And that, I mean, that's a legit argument to be had for sure. If it was like a human-sized creature, but
Right, because from its center, it's going through a wall, but it can...
well, I mean, but we could at any point have it like here,
Yeah.
like the art
I
is going
know.
there. So, all right.
I'd be a bad friend if I didn't try.
Yeah, no. I hear you. I hear you. Stack the deck to protect Mara. That's priority 1. There's a reason why
Mara,
wizards
run around
are
the
so
corner.
strong. 21.
I really wish Mara had shield.
She doesn't.
Will your other portent fix it?
I don't.
I can
You can portent an attack.
I can hear the wind coming out of Nick's sails.
No. I know what she rolled, and that's why I was very, very mindful of asking her which one she was using, because
Yeah,
I don't think even a portent would help you.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because it would be an 18, right? Which still would hit.
Oh no!
Am I reading that right or no?
It's a +10. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's why I was asking, because if you use the 8, the 5, oh no, because your mage armor gives you what AC? 16?
no. It gives me 15.
Oh, at 15. Yeah, neither of them would have worked. So, all right, Mara, you take 19 bludgeoning damage.
1 second. Nope, that is not helpful. Okay.
To be fair, it also hasn't been making its saves every turn either.
What saves?
It gets a save every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it failed auto last time.
No,
That's
no,
true.
no, not it doesn't auto fail wisdom
Oh, an
saves
incapacitated. Yeah.
on the incapacitated. So here, let me.
Either way, it gets to roll and then I have to roll. So
Or what?
it's a concentration spell.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is it slow at the end of the turn, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say it's gonna get out of it this turn, but for the sake of propriety, see, it would have failed. So it failed while it was incapacitated, and then at the end of its turn, it's no longer slowed. But did you make your concentration check? Because that will affect what it does.
Failed.
No. Why is that? That's not a fail. 19
I was
divided
thinking
by.
of
Huh? And
I
that's
was
an
thinking of
intelligence save.
myself there.
You need to make a. It
What's
does. You rolled a 2, so yeah, it would fail because it's supposed to be a con save. Instead of +8,
yeah,
it's your con. So
it's just even worse.
yeah, so 2. So it does. Okay. So it failed to maintain concentration. So slow ends during its turn, which is okay. Get some names. All right. I need you to make me a strength save now. So it's wrapped you up with a tentacle. So
okay.
you're grappled from the tentacle. It's now doing this. So I need you to make a.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah. All right. So please, we're gonna put you right here. And then it's gonna be at disadvantage, I think, because Gale's gonna do something.
Is
Yes.
it making another attack?
Yeah.
Then yes, it'll be
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Let's see here. So it is making. It can now, as its bonus action, make a bite. 19.
Oof.
Yep.
Plus 10. Well, let me see when the acid hits. So it's bit you. The target is swallowed if it's medium or smaller. Small creature blinded, restrained, cover. You don't take the 10 acid right now, so it's just 20. So you're at 1
Okay.
HP, I think.
1. Yep.
Yeah. And with that, you will get a attack of opportunity, Kip, as it's going to start moving into the rock.
Okay. I will swing. 12.
12 will miss.
I will inspiration that.
Okay.
Crit.
That will very much hit. And I could tell you now, how would you like to do this?
It's a reflexive swing. There is no style.
Oh, yeah. All right. So as it's phasing into the rock, and just as it reaches out of your grasp, you slash down into it and open up its belly, and Mara rolls out because I think pretty much it's not going to matter. If we're going to say that rolls out, and just for the sake of propriety, let's see. Yeah, so it fails its con save. So you get puked out of its belly, not through its mouth, Mara. So you're going to be right here at 1 hit point.
Not through its mouth.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And we'll say that it kind of just sinks into the rock.
Can we, since
we
I
heal
hit
it?
it before it could go in, can it be outside the rock?
I'm gonna thematically say that you win the fight, and are you trying to very much kill it?
No, I'm trying
trying
to
to
spare
heal
the
it.
dying on it.
Oh,
We
you get
agreed
this.
to not kill it.
You get the sense that letting it just sink back into the rock is the move to make here.
Okay.
So, I mean, it has some appendages out. You see it writhing, and as Mara goes away, it just, we'll say, in a very. Does anybody speak Dwarven?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody
we all
does.
Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone does. Good fight, I sleep.
do. I'm gonna toss a
Night-night.
healing word at it.
I'm gonna go heal Mara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Heal the
never
frog,
mind.
but
I'm not gonna heal the frog then.
But
I'm just kidding.
yeah, victory music plays in the halls. No.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Basically, good job, guys.
Mara, heal
I'm
9.
not even gonna lie.
I have 1 spell slot left.
Very good job. That was gonna be a very scary fight until Slow got force landed
Thank
on it.
goodness.
And I am so happy that you did that. And the amount of damage you put out, Kip.
Yeah,
Amaze balls.
I finally got a shine. That's why I took a class with spell slots. Additional 6 healing, Mara.
Awesome.
Oh, I
Still
never
not
got
at
hit.
half.
I didn't get hit, so I never had
You
to
didn't have to heal because
make a con save.
so this thing gets to make 2 tentacle attacks, and then you can use its tongue or bite, and if it lands the tongue, it gets to also bite. So
Yeah.
it was potentially 3 attacks, and it hits like a tank.
Yep.
So
Do not like.
you guys did very, 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 very well. As you're healing Mara, you hear just a little bit of clapping as your fun friend comes out of the stone again. Well, looks like you gave Divot a what for?
Yeah,
Spanked him and sent him on his way.
that was fun.
You see him stretching, kind of creaking his neck. And it only took you, well, let's see here. We went present 5 months, 7 months back from the 5, carry the 2. Oh, you should be just on time for what you need to do.
What?
Perfect.
You know
know
what?
what
Sounds
direction we
amazing.
could
I'm not
go?
even going to try to make sense of that.
Kip just screams time is a construct.
It's what you make of it. That's for sure. Oh, pardon the chicanery. That's not so much my doing as the the runes. We had a cleric of Ayun help us out with the whole corruption bit. Had to do it this way so that way nobody was too nosy about the challenge and trials. So, you get a blessing. What would you like?
We need
But
to
it-
know which way to go.
What are the options?
Well, oh, I could tell you the way to go. That's kind of part of the parcel. Actually, fun fact, you just have to have where you want to go in your mind as you go, and you'll be there. As long as it is connected to a holy site of Gord, or at least touched by Gord.
Okay.
So
You
that
would never get that.
shouldn't be too hard. Those not initiated usually find speaking it out loud while they step through one of the winding paths. It helps them. So that's a freebie. As far as choices, I could ask Cord to bless your next fight. I could give you insights about a strong challenge that lies before you. I could bestow a mighty weapon for you. Or I could owe you one.
Over the Mind Link, I'll mention the fact that I definitely like the latter. Having a celestial presence OS one is kind of nice.
Hey,
I don't see why not.
keep in
You're
mind
the
you're
expert.
keep in mind they're as fickle as the Fae.
I'm not an expert, however, I will always take favors from Fae and gods and those who serve them.
You say this out loud.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the mind link stuff still?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
They'll try to catch you on an off-word, and so should we ever choose to cash this in, we need to choose our words carefully.
True, but worst comes to worst, sometimes having a favor owed from a deity can be the only thing that'll save you.
Yeah. Then in that case, I'd ask him for a token, so in our time of need, we can reach out to him.
And call upon his favor.
Oh, well, sure. He plucks a petal from his beard and wraps it around beard hair and hands it to, I guess V's the closest, so.
Did we get reverse game lead?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
There you go. I suppose if you put the pedal to your ear and speak what you need, I'll hear it and answer the call.
I will immediately give it to Gale. Why not?
I was gonna say,
What? Huh? What is the sound?
He's
Nice.
stepping away from it.
Oh, okay.
Not it to carry it.
Okay, that's fine. I'll carry it.
I'm already touched by one god, and I didn't specifically ask for that, so that's all you.
Samesies.
So if it's an emergency, you can just break the beard hair. I do suggest it be somebody with a little oomph of strength. So, not a bad choice.
Definitely not me.
That's fair.
I'm very pretty. I'm very weak.
I don't think that's true.
Nice
Bar's the
job,
best
lass,
option.
on slowing down Divot. I was impressed. And you tanked its belly.
Yeah, it's gross.
Believe it or not, she knew that was going to happen.
Well, that's cool.
Mara, do you need a little more healing?
Would you like a pint, lass?
Ooh, I'll take a mead.
He
Yeah, I
raises his hand and his pint, and you find one in your hand.
Kip,
Oh, she tugs it this time.
as soon as he raises his hand, Kip's got grabby hands up to the air, just like, huh?
Oh, you want one too, lad?
I like meat.
Well, you have one if you just look at your damn hand. And your grabby hand kind of like clunks into a firmer grip on the pint that's in your hand already.
Ooh. Glug, 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 glug.
Anyone else even kind of thinks that they want one is free to have one.
Now I want mead. Fuck you, Nick.
Sorry.
Hey, I have a vat of that brewing up right now.
Ooh.
I hate you.
Except mead over pie. No,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know,
we'll
you
be
could,
waiting another 3 months at the minimum.
You know what you could be doing is making a pie right now.
Yeah.
Who says I'm not? I have a wireless headset, my friend.
Touche.
So I don't hear a smoke detector.
Called
Excuse
out.
me.
Well, I do advise
Weird.
you be mindful when you do leave. If you are chasing after demon summoners and the like, I am fairly confident that they did not manipulate me. Or what is it that you said? Or co-opt and impose upon them as a cleric that wasn't true. Uh, I'm pretty sure that's all shenanigans, and I'd be quite fine. But when you do go chasing about them, be prepared. I do believe if you seek the demon worshippers in the Red Rock Canyons, you be upon them faster than you may intend. So if you're not prepared when you leave here, Gord help you.
Do
If
you
we
need to
were
take a short rest?
if we were to exit this cave, would we be able to re-enter and still seek the path?
Where are you exiting to?
Back to the Goliath camp is a thought, not a necessity, but they seemed itching for a fight as well, and I'd hate to leave them behind.
They are currently indisposed. I think still going through their trials. You'll have there's an entrance trial and then there's a waypath trial. You've passed both, so you're good to exit. You exit when you wish to enter. You'd have to go through 2 more trials.
Yeah. I can't imagine that they're not worthy, so we'll just have to trust that their faith in Cord will guide them to us when we need them the most.
They're doing all right, I think. They didn't make it to my pantry, but as far as I can tell, as I make my way through the stone back to the mountains, there was no screaming, so that should be a good sign.
Haven't seen them eat. If they'd made it to your pantry, you wouldn't have a pantry anymore.
No, that'd be the case. They are hardy folk for sure. They're basically dwarves in trench coats, stacked upon
Would
themselves.
would Divot be willing to can he grow appendages back?
That's not innuendo, right? Yeah, I mean, like, you're talking about...
No, just typically we, at least speaking for myself, I try to take a small trophy from victories. That seems in keeping with Cord.
Oi, Divot! Give it up! What do you want, a tentacle or a tongue? What do you want?
I'll let you decide. This is your domain. Typically, the things that I take tend to help us along the way, whether we know it or not. And keep in mind, I'm not asking for your blessing. Just your advice.
Right. No, that's fine. Well, let's see here. You've got, if I'm not mistaken, so he's a stone swimmer variant. As I said, the tongue is rather grippy. Do you like? Are you into whips?
I'd hate to take his tongue.
Oh, it'll all grow back. You see the size of the lad. He started as a wee bitty frog, and he could use with less eating.
I'll shake the chain devil lash at my side. I think I'm set for whips.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, let's see here. We've got... I'm pulling it up now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. All right. So the hide, which he's not offering a hide, so we'll bypass that.
I think you half expected me to try to kill him just so I could harvest him.
I kind of was like...
I'm like, no, yeah. we had an accord.
Well, let's see here. Give your toesies. Give your wee toesies. He's like, if you take his one of his foot, you can make a pair of shoes out of it, and it'd give you a swim speed if you're into that.
That
But-
actually, that
Might be useful.
might not be the worst thing for Gale. Actually, if you have a swim speed, then you're less likely to sink like a rock in plate mail.
Can I make a suggestion on why that's really fun?
Aye.
So, yeah, you'll have your swim speed. You can swim in water all you want. But once a day, for a minute, you'd be able to swim through rock.
Oh,
I think we're making Gale some boots. Although that wouldn't be the worst thing on a rogue either. Hi,
I
Toesies.
have a lot of toys. Gale needs a few pieces.
Toesies is fine. If you're willing, Divot, I won't take it against your will.
Oh, you won it fair and square. I think you almost severed his damn foot off already, so it'll grow back better if he just takes it off.
Ah, like a skink. Alright. And I'll... do I need to make a check?
No. You get it, whole parcel. If you want, free of charge, we can have the boots made for you, as you don't want to mess these up, because he's not gonna give you a free foot.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you, Dink.
Yep. When they're ready, I'll have them at the Goliath camp.
Thank you. No, Gale, I'm fine. He'll click his heels together so he doesn't waste any more time on his boots.
Mhm.
These boots work for me. I need to be mobile, whereas you stand your ground. It'll also allow you to get into a flanking position in areas like this way more easily. That's more valuable on you. I can be wherever I want to be.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Hey, I've got boots. All right.
And
So
he goes to the rock and kind of taps at it and pulls out the bit of webbing. It's like, all right, I got these. Oh, and he takes out from his belt a couple of vials, and you see his hand go into the rock, kind of like with a ripple effect, almost as if it was water, and then pulls them out, and then hands you a couple of vials of Divot's blood. One for each of you. You probably want to treat it or boil it or something, and hands it to Mara. But it's here. You get 5 vials of.
Amphibious? What?
Yeah, you can breathe air or water.
Are you putting that in, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if
I'm
you
gonna
want,
call it Divot blood.
yeah. So you won't have to put this if you don't want. It'll turn into a boot, but because Divot themselves can swim through stone, that's where you get the once a day for a minute. You can go through stone at your swim speed.
Got it.
But yeah. All right. I think you're all set. If you wish to rest for a bit, you can get a bit of shut-eye around here. It's not the most comfortable, but it's safe. Nothing's going to attack you. If you want to strategize or anything like that, feel free to, but just have in your mind's eye when you want to leave, where you want to leave from. I do suggest one of the northern facing tunnels, as they are less queasy, disorienting wise.
And given the time works differently here, well, I think most of us would be fine after a short rest, wouldn't we? Or should we risk a long rest?
I didn't really expend that much, so I am fine with just a short rest.
All right.
Same.
I'll be fine after a wee nap. So
Right? All right. Well, if you need anything, you got a beard here, I suppose, but I'm going back to, uh, I have nothing to do, but it seems awkward to make a rude exit, so see ya. He kind of steps into the rock.
Well, about time to be hitting that old dusty trail. Homer Simpson's backwards into the rock.
Yeah.
Kip just bonelessly collapsed to the ground and appears to immediately fall asleep. He can nap anywhere. Warlocks are masters of naps.
Yeah, Gil will just kind of like slump against a wall and relax while we wait.
Yeah.
Oh man, if Warlock's got access to catnap, that'd be hilarious. I use one of my spell slots to cast catnap and wake up with all my spell slots back.
Dow question mark just leans up against a wall and waits.
All right. So
Every so often, faintly, you each hear different temporal versions of either Dink or Divot kind of ribbiting or arguing or partying throughout the different parts of the cave.
put it down.
I'm gonna fight you, you're gonna live, and you're gonna get bigger for it. Just because you beat me in a fight doesn't mean you're the new champion. I went easy on ya.
I want that frog so bad.
You're as big as a damn house. How do you think you're gonna be able to get through the door? Get back in my pocket, you damn divot. But yeah, but you see no hide or hair of them during your rest.
This place is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray for temporal pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Temporal pockets.
And as he had made mention of that, I will say, Kip, that kind of tracks with what you saw. You're pretty sure it was some version of temporal magic, which is not a standard school, but is a school nonetheless.
Fuck chronomancy and dunamancy.
Yorp.
Graviturgy.
Oh, fuck you, Wild Amount.
Dunamancy. Just like I was Dunamancy with that goddamn mimic.
All right, everybody take 1d4 psychic pun damage.
I'm muting Sean.
I've been watching Dungeons and Daddies recently.
Oh god. Drunks and Dragons too. All right, so short rest complete.
Yeah. Now, I will say that this is probably, I know we could have, I guess this is a sizable amount, but I would say that it's a good time to call it here, mostly because I just have to have a good bedtime. It's my son's birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
how old are you gonna be?
Happy birthday.
He's gonna be 14.
Burst.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Either of them is that young?
Yep.
I clocked them both at like 16, 17.
No, Caleb's turning 14. Noah's turning 16 in June. Oh, I feel
Awesome.
old.
Well, I
I
hope
feel-
you guys have fun.
Yeah, I got him some One Piece metal replica cosplay swords for
Oh, nice.
so it'll be fun because he's my little cosplay guy. He's cool like that.
I'm also totally cool with having a shorter game because we have furniture coming tomorrow.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
can clean.
You guys did good. I was ready to make this go as long or as short as it needed to, in the sense that there was some funkiness going on, but you were pretty quick to determine where.
Challenge the avatar of a god.
Yeah, like, and that was the thing. You cut through pretty quickly that you know what, Court's not known for puzzles in the same sense, so.
I'm like, when he's like, yeah, you'll be getting there right about on time. I'm like, oh man, if 5 months have passed, Dal, I'm sorry, but your horse is dead.
True. Would be dead.
It either starved or was eaten by Goliaths that are like, free food.
Well, it was stabled back at It was stabled back with the innkeeper.
Oh, that's right. It it had a foal. Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to get lucky with uber crits with completely broken Eldritch invocations in this fight. So no, that's stupid broken. I didn't compare it to other smites. For some reason I thought Divine Smite went up by 2 every spell too, because it was clear that it was
Nope.
based off of that.
Yeah, and I was doing a bunch of searches too, because honestly, like I was searching the skill and reading a couple like Reddit threads and stuff about it, and the most frequently asked question actually was, can you smite with this because it seems OP?
Yes.
So I feel like the argument wasn't necessarily like how it was used, whether or not it was more whether or not smite
It should.
damage.
And
yeah.
I found the clarification. You can smite for every attack as long as you have spell slots in a round. You cannot combine 2 smites. Because there were people combining this smite with Divine Smite in a single attack, and that's stupid.
Oh, people who went like Lockett-in?
Yes.
Yeah, you would go. The plan was you'd go Lockett-in, take Great Weapon Master, and then take Grave Cleric, and then you'd take a level in Fighter, so you could action surge, Path to the Grave somebody that would give them vulnerability on your next attack, and then you just smite the shit out of them. Yeah. Well, if you just
Yeah.
if you just
Or
take Conquest Paladin, you can just do your Channel Divinity, which is a +10 to hit. That's true.
Or if I get advantage, I'm going to hit because I have 3 chances to hit. No, it needed to be nerfed. Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
And I'm absolutely cool with swapping that out to just Eldritch Smite, which will limit me to 2 a day, because that is stupid. But Eldritch Smite is stupid in its own way because it works on hovering creatures and it works on any size creatures. So I could technically knock a dragon out of the sky from 5 miles up with Eldritch Smite. Yep. Yep. Once I hit level 7 Warlock, then I'm really online because then I have a once around free teleport. We would have been completely fucked if it wasn't for V's successful spell and Mara's successful spell. Like,
Yeah.
Gale and I would have been. Well, we would have been inside it. There's
I would
no
have been
way
in a
around it.
tum-tum.
Yeah, we would have been inside it, and I can't teleport without line of sight, so we would have been fucked.
Yeah. That's why I was telling people to get.
With a 33 damage smite. Yeah, fighting is now online. Now I'm moving fully into support. I have not been keeping track in the slightest.
We've generally been doing it at the end of jobs too.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
I have a feeling something's gonna have legendary action, so. And and on the way back, we're gonna be making an ally out of that priest, I think. So.
So, personal LP Dal came out. There you go. There's a point.
That's yeah, actually. I need to get a holy symbol. We need to finish this job so I can go to the church.
Yeah, that's why Dal didn't want people to know. I can keep the secret. You motherfuckers can.
Well, that's time for a voluntary gesh.
I never said anything. I've known for like
Well,
several sessions.
you've
No,
known.
I knew that he was Fae.
Inside a crowded.
Hey, you didn't know.
I knew that you were Fae.
You knew
Because
that
you
he
became-
told you a lot of half truths in order to kind of skirt around the fact that he was a changeling.
I mean, I still knew you were Fae. I didn't tell anyone.
Inside a crowded tavern, Kip's just screaming, I resent the fact that you say I can't keep a secret that you're Fae. And
Yeah.
then in the background, V just does Road to El Dorado, strum on the lute while making full eye contact. For
Start
adventurers
counting
and a Fae!
how many people in the tavern I have to kill.
All right, knock them all out. Take them to the Ublix.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of where my character's leaning right now, where she's just kind of like, I need you all to go talk to the Ublix. This is not good. I can keep the secret, but the moment that detector's around, it's no good.
Bye, stream!
Bye, stream.
We had chatters tonight. Yay!
Did we? Sweet.
yes.
I didn't have it open. I missed
He
it.
was cheering on the Will Wheaton curse.
Ah.
Oh, ow, my pride.
That by the way is Tori.
Hi, Tori!
Gotcha.
Fucking the one party member that relies entirely on precision. 2 natural ones.
Oh man, that was horrible.
How dare you channel his name?
He rubbed his hands all